We are in the world of Ebreon. For those of you who are playing my other game, yeah, if you can't tell, it's right in front of you. For those of you who played my other game, it is the same world, but a different continent. So, I'll go ahead and read off my little intro here, and we'll go ahead and get started. You live in the world of Ebreon on a particular continent called Zikrath. Unlike the other two continents of the world, Zikrath is a very harsh, hellish continent, where the strongest of monsters rule the vast spaces between what few civilized strongholds exist. The people who live here do so for one of three reasons. One, they cannot afford passage to another of the world's continents, either Eidos or Koplesh. Two, they do so as monster hunters, adventure seekers, treasure hunters, and the like, looking to explore, find rare resources, and take down exotic creatures, either for glory, trophies, crafting, or alchemy components, or out of some sort of moral obligation, or even a desire just to die in battle. Or three, they have traveled to Zikrath either intentionally or by force, seeking some escape from something in their past life, or as an exile. On a continent where orcs and goblins are more common than elves, dwarves, or even humans, those who live here, whether by choice or by exile, generally look out for each other and gather to one of the three main strongholds: Sanctuary, Bastion, and Mist. You have all found yourself in the town of Sanctuary for the time being. Sanctuary is a dirty, run-down town simply trying to get by. Everything in town seems to be caked or at least splattered in mud. The town is bordered by the ocean to the south, east, and west sides. And I'll go ahead and move you guys on over to my continent map here. You'll be able to see, if you scroll down there, Sanctuary at the bottom. It's right where the player party token is. Okay. To the north is a large wall with a single gate protecting the town from the horrors that lurk just outside and throughout the rest of the continent, and providing the only way in and out of the town that does not involve the ocean. Sanctuary has no real government structure. Citizens have some private possessions, but common things such as simple materials, weapons and tools, common foods and the like are shared and rationed out. Those with coin can buy higher quality goods in the Soul Town marketplace. There's a single leader appointed who helps run the place, but is by no means a ruler. Most decisions are made by the citizens of the town as a whole. Just about every able-bodied citizen serves on the town guard with rotating shifts. So, that's a bit about Zikrath and Sanctuary. You have all been in Sanctuary long enough to know each other and have learned of some of the customs of the settlement, especially since the town is rather small. So you all, like I said, you all know each other. You're all here for various different reasons. It can be part of your backstory, or it can just be whatever. Maybe you grew up here, I don't know. But you all know of each other at least. You also would know the town has seen frequent attacks by different elemental methods, is what they're called. They're not quite big elemental guys, but they're small, little impish creatures, basically.
Okay.
For the last week or so, the town has been relatively silent, though, indicating that the threat may have moved on. As you know the custom to be, the town now selects a few, quote, volunteers to patrol the surrounding area, ensuring that the threat has moved on so the town can resume normal life. These volunteers are chosen by a random drawing, and you know you cannot refuse if you are indeed volunteered. So, as I've said, a couple of weeks have gone by. It seemed pretty calm, and the town leader, Thomas, kind of gathers everyone together in a place right outside the marketplace, which they use as kind of like a gathering hall or village meeting grounds. Again, the village is very small. There's not a whole lot of people here, but everyone does gather together. Thomas explains the situation, that it's time to send out the volunteers. Everyone understands what that means, and he begins to read the names aloud. Oh, before he even reads a name, you've just volunteer?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. So as he's about to read off the names of who, they take like a drawing or whatever. As he's about to do so, why don't you go ahead and describe your character?
All right. So my character is a fighter. My race is Titan. Uh, I'm riding on a steed while this is all happening. He's, for me, he's a badass, really. He's lawful good. His background is that, he was a knight. Some of the things about me is, I, whenever I kill somebody, like one of my foes, if they have any, I take their rings as a token of my defeated foes. I'm very outspoken, pretty badass, all in all.
Awesome. For those of you who may not know what a Triton is, they're kind of like fist people.
A merman.
Yeah, more or less. I'm trying to grab the picture here, but I can't find it.
It's in my bio.
Yeah.
Sexy.
I'm gonna put you back on this map here, so it's easier to show.
Okay. So yeah, that's what my character looks like.
That is what he looks like, more or less.
Oh,
but I have a lance.
But he has, instead of Tritons, he has a lance and a few other weapons as well.
It's a
All right.
lance.
So before he goes to read off these names, this fish-like creature stands up and volunteers instead. Thomas is a little confused here. This doesn't happen. Everyone understands it's a necessity to be volunteered. It's a necessity to go out, but no one wants to go outside those walls unless they really have a reason to. So to see someone just stand up and volunteer to go out is strange. And he looks at you for a second. For a moment, he just wants to kind of ignore you because he doesn't really know what to do. But realizing this is free help and one less person who has to be drafted, he just looks at you, nods, and beckons you forward. As is custom, you would know you should just walk to the front there and stand beside Thomas, the leader there, as the rest of the names are read out.
Okay.
So Billiam walks on forward there. As he does so, Thomas goes ahead and reads the first name that he has on his list. And he reads out Veil of Shadows.
Okay. I'm gonna gather my things solemnly, trying to stay away from people just to kind of keep myself. I like to kind of keep to myself sometimes. And I guess you want me to go through my character then for it?
Yeah, let's go ahead and get a character description. Why not?
I am playing the Tabaxi monk, Veil of Shadows. So you can call me Veil. I am I'm seeking balance, but at the same time, sometimes it is troublesome. So I carry the only thing of real worth that I have, other than my honor, is my katana and my longbow. So I will gird myself, and I will accept this as I talk in my cat voice.
Meow.
And I will, I guess, soldier way up to the noble steed and just kind of look around and just kind of be like, a fish man with a horse. This is quite interesting, right?
It's not really a horse. It's
Is he with you right now? Is the horse with you right now? Okay. Sorry, I didn't catch that.
I'm on my steed.
I didn't catch that.
Yes, I'm on Guy right now. Yeah.
Okay. His horse looks kind of like. Good lord, let me grab it. That.
What the hell? Okay. It can go on land?
Yes, yeah. So it's got 2 front hooves, it's got 2 back hooves, but it also is, very, very fishy.
Huh.
Does it have gills and lungs?
Yes, it can breathe
Yeah.
both.
All right.
It's
just
truly
for-
amphibious.
And you said we've known each other for a while, so I wouldn't be shocked by this horse or anything like that.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I guess it's up to you to know to decide exactly how well you know each other, but you certainly would have seen it. I mean, it's and this
Okay.
is again, this is a continent where, sure, something like this still might be a little strange, but weird stuff's here, man.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, and just for my volunteer purpose, like, do they, like, it literally, is it volunteer or voluntold? So, like, you're not getting paid or anything. You're just told to go out here and do this.
You're not getting paid. You may not know.
Okay.
You may not know exactly what consequences would await if you decide not to go. Because people don't really do that usually. Every once in a while,
Yeah.
you might see something weird happen, but you know you have to, basically.
No, and Vale will literally, he'll just, he'll accept his responsibility. I mean, that's just how he is. I won't let Steve try to figure a way out of it. Because Steve always is looking for the catch-22, but
All right.
But Vale will accept his responsibility. That's part of his character. If he knows he has to do something, he's going to do it, or at least try to find a way to do it. He's gonna literally, grab the cloth, pick up his sword and his robes, and just go and stand beside Billiam and await.
All right. As you walk forward, Thomas is, feeling a little relieved, and you can kind of see it on his face too. You never know who's gonna get picked. He's you can tell he's definitely glad. We don't have like a couple of bakers and farmers who just got selected here. We've got a couple of people who look like they can handle themselves in a fight. He goes ahead and looks down at the next name here and reads off Vigar.
All right, that's me. My person is chaotic good. He is a Asimar sorcerer. Did I pronounce that right?
Yeah. Either way, it doesn't matter.
He is chaotic good, and he's a hermit. I didn't have too much time this last couple weeks to really dive into the background, but what I was doing with him is he just chose to kind of live by himself for a little bit, and he's super interested in humans and other creatures, especially since we're having so many interesting people like these fish people and the cat. So he's really interesting, and he's gonna say some stupid things just because he lives by himself, and he's just really interested in what everyone does and how people are.
Nice. All right. So as his name is read up, I'm assuming he stands and walks forward.
Yeah. And he just goes, "Hello! Fancy meeting you people? Especially this cat. Looking
Cat.
forward to our endeavors."
Cat, okay. Cat. I'm just gonna, and Vale just kind of just opens up his hands, and claws start popping in and out, and be like, "Cat may be appropriate."
All right. As he walks forward here, as he walks forward, Thomas reads off. He says, there would be one more to go with. Normally we send parties of 4. So he reads off the last name, and he reads off the name of Thane. Thane then stands up, and you recognize this as someone from the village. He's just a villager you've come to know as Thane. He grabs a small wooden shield and short sword that he has at his side, just grimaces for a little while, holds for a few seconds, and then something comes over him. He just starts muttering out, "No, no, 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 no," and he turns and runs southward. As he starts running south, just trying to get away, Thomas just kind of puts his head down and very, very grievously just kind of gestures forward like this. And another man up at the front draws a short bow and sends an arrow right into the back of Thane, who just falls dead. Thomas then, without missing a beat, grabs, draws another name to replace Thane.
All right, what's that? I'm sorry, you're breaking in and out for me.
Oh, what'd you miss?
Audio's breaking in and out.
Yeah, your audio's coming in
Is
and
it
out.
breaking
bad.
breaking out for everybody?
Yeah, it was. It's starting to
Okay.
sound a little clearer now. I think just
Yeah.
some lag.
So, Kid Thane stood up, ran away. Didn't want anything to do with it. He was too afraid. And Thomas, saddened, kind of lowers his head and just gestures forward. And another man up there unleashes a short bow right into his back and drops Thane dead for trying to desert, basically. Thomas then, just without addressing the situation, goes and draws another name and draws a final name of Zosa.
Oh, lucky me. So he stands up. You notice that he has bits of green scales on random patches around body. He has deep yellow eyes. They're slitted like snakes. He has a snake's tongue, so sort of like rolls his S's. Draws. And he approaches everyone else, but he's kind of snooty. He doesn't want to really go, but he just saw what happened. He said on it.
Right on. All right, so Zosa walks forward. I'm assuming. You still got little leg, Steve?
I was just having a hard time hearing him a little bit, but
Okay.
I'm turning him up. I got the gist of what he was saying though. So.
Okay.
I think just from a character perspective, I'm gonna. Was that an old guy that got shot, or was it a young guy? You
This
said
is a
you
young
knew him,
guy.
right?
Yeah. You would have seen him around. He was a young kid from the village, basically.
All right. Well, I'm gonna before we go. I mean, because Vale, he's just gonna literally hold his head down and shake it because he doesn't like to see young men or women, just die so foolishly. He's gonna go over to the body and pick him up, and then ask if he has any family where we could take the body to.
Who do you ask?
Just
Do you ask that
any
to, just anybody
either the
asking around?
leader or like a random NPC, yeah, just to see if he does the young man have family that I could take him to.
Okay, we'll circle back to that in just a second here because you are still
All right.
up there with him. But that's excellent. Give me just a second here. Why do you not want to do what I want you to do? All right. So as you are all still up there before you go, Thomas does disband the meeting. He lets you know, as you would have known already, but states that your duty here now is to is to patrol the area outside the gates, make sure that there's no threats existing beyond the town gates right now. As the meeting expands, Thomas greets each and every one of you, of course, and he hands each of you a small obsidian gemstone with a faint magical aura to it. Having been around the town and the continent as a whole for even just a small amount of time, you would know this to be called an obsidian gate stone. This stone is imbued with ancient magic that only a few enchanters know the invocation for. They create them as often as possible, but they're still very rare and extremely valuable. The stone takes 10 minutes in concentration to use and can only be used once per long rest. When activated, it will teleport you to another of the same stones or to one of the large obsidian pillars known as obsidian gates, located in each of the 3 strongholds throughout Zikrath. These obsidian gates and obsidian gate stones form a network known simply as the Obsidian Way. This is the only known, relatively safe way to travel throughout the continent and to the other strongholds. Thomas states that these stones are a gift to you to ensure no one gets lost and that everyone will return home safely. He further explains that you are expected to leave before or around dawn the next day and are expected to venture out 1 day's travel north of the city. Should you find nothing or dispatch with the remaining threat, you are free to return on the late on the second or sometime on the third day. So at this point, you're free to do what you want to. Vale, as you go and pick up the body, Thomas, I think, actually walks with you because he hates that this had to happen. He didn't want to do it, but there's certain rules that the town as a whole has decided to live by. He's like I said, he's not the. Oh, am I back? Am I good now?
Yeah, like while you were talking, it started to lag. I can hear you, but I'm
Okay.
like, so that way I can help you.
Yep. So he walks with you. He's upset that this had to happen, but he would walk with you. And as you ask if he has any family, he says yes. He's one of the tall shields, and points out his father. He's really the only other one left in his family as his father. He points it out for you.
I will. I'll take the body over to his father, and I'll just gently lie him beside with him, and I'll be like, no father should have to bury their sons. I'm so sorry. I wish this didn't have to be.
We're out for my homies.
Yeah. His father thanks you for your kind words, but he's of course grieving. He's seen loss before, as most people here have. He doesn't really say much of anything else in response, though.
Just gonna humbly bow and just excuse myself.
James, I'll throw a link for where we're streaming and chat in a minute here once I can. But at this point, you guys, it's evening. You're again expected to leave. Oh, thank you, Meeper. You're expected to leave on or around dawn, like I said, the next day. So the evening is yours. What would you guys like to do?
Well, I know me. I have no money. So
Same.
I am
For
a
most of
monk.
you should be pretty broke, yeah.
I have literally no funds, so I'm just probably gonna find a rooftop, and hopefully with that I can find with some cover if it rains or something, and just kind of meditate and rest under the moon, because that's where I feel the most comfortable, is when I'm up high and I can just be at peace with myself and dwell.
Okay.
Unknowing what to do in situations surrounded by people, I follow him and do exactly what he does.
Okay.
I'm actually going to go. So we're staying the night, right?
I mean, unless you really wanted to, you guys probably aren't going to leave until morning. If you guys are turning in for the
Okay.
night, that's fine. It's
Yeah,
whatever you
I'll
guys
just
wanna
turn
do.
in for the night, just go to sleep. I mean, there's really nothing to do. That's why I volunteered to get out to begin with. So
Okay.
And Vale won't be annoyed by a sorcerer. He's gonna just assume that it's whatever. He's not the kind of person anymore who would just literally chase somebody away. Maybe back in his past he would. He'd probably break out those claws, but he's just gonna just assume that you're new and you need company, and he'll just see him literally sitting in the Indian style, just going through his like meditative poses for like a Tai Chi kind of ritual as he things. So he'll be right there if you need him.
All right. So I guess everyone turns in for the night. Nothing crazy happens over the evening. There, you guys are fine. As dawn breaks the next day, I'm assuming you all kind of gather together to venture out.
I mean, it's not like we have much choice, but
I'm going to be mounting my steed and getting ready.
Awesome.
Ready to try
There's
it.
always one rich one in the party, right?
Hey, I'm not that rich.
He's actually not rich.
Okay. He's rich to me. He's got
I
the
suppose.
horse.
I suppose. Yeah.
It's a water horse.
All right.
Again, that's pretty exotic.
As you guys get ready to head out, you are met at the town Soul Gate, the only gate there, leading north, of course. You are met by the small group who are currently at the gate as the guard, as well as Thomas, who read off the names. They wish you luck. They and a speedy return. A couple of them look very frightened for you, and they just kind of look at you guys. They know who you are. You've been around. Say, hopefully you find nothing out there. I'm sure it was nothing. Just take a day out there and we'll be fine.
Is the sun shining then, at least?
The sun is out, yes.
Then I'm just gonna calmly say, it's a good day to die.
Oh. All right, so I'm gonna get on Guy and heading out, right?
Okay, so yeah, that's kind of my next question there. So, you guys exit the gate. The gate closes behind you and everything. What is our marching order?
Steve votes the guy who probably wears the heaviest armor in the front.
Yep, I'm in front.
Nothing new there. I vote you.
Guy and I will take point. By the way, my steed's name is Guy. So
Guy, I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
I'll probably follow behind you then, because if I need, I'm pretty stealthy, so I can actually, slip off the path, and I'm also very fast, so if needs be.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to spread my wings and fly.
Oh, that's fancy. I forgot
Yeah,
about
I
that.
can't believe I let him be that OP Asimar from whatever he is.
Haha.
But
It's
yeah,
all you, buddy.
the motherfucker can fly. Yes.
Pretty great.
For the record, I just want to say we have fish, we have a snake, we have a bird, we have a cat.
That's amazing. That's so good. That's so good.
It's true.
Oh
It's true.
my goodness, it's amazing.
Yeah, hey, who would have thought, right?
All right, so we've got Billiam up front
We're
on
a little
his.
walking zoo.
We've got Billiam up front on his steed there, Vale behind him, and then Zoza leading up the rear with Vigar taking to the sky. Huh?
Are you
Right.
gonna put this on?
No, I don't need to.
No. Okay.
It's
That
on
said,
the
I do
side.
want. Yeah, Billiam, go ahead and roll me a d12.
All right. By the way, my lance is out because I always ride with my lance and shield
Okay.
because that's how I am.
Yeah, that's fair. Always
I rolled a
prepared,
2.
like the Boy Scouts. Okay. All right, and then Vigar, can you roll me a d12?
Oh wait, yeah.
I will call you by your character names. Okay.
Ooh, that's a nice roll.
All right. Cool. So you're walking along. You guys can, talk amongst yourselves for just a second here. Or not. Or you can stare silently at me while I prep something here. Whichever you prefer.
It's
Have
the,
any of
it's
you
the-
ever fought before? Do you even know what it's like in combat?
I'm just gonna look up at him, silently and go, yes, unfortunately, I do. And I'm just gonna look at him, and I'm just gonna keep walking unless he says something else.
I'm just gonna make a little and just turn around and keep going.
Vale won't be offended. It's not in his nature. He understands there's different personality types in the world, So
Yeah.
he's just gonna let it go, and
I wasn't trying to be offensive or anything. I was just like, I really don't think this person can fight.
Right, right.
That's what my character
Hashtag
really
stream
is thinking.
sniping.
stream
Hey.
sniping. Okay.
I-
No, I mean, if you look at Vale, I mean, he clearly has his bow, he has his arrows, and he has I don't know how, I mean, with your character, I don't know how familiar you would be with the weapon, but you see there's a long, ornate sword at his side. So
I'm a fighter. I'm very
he just
familiar
doesn't
with
wear
weapons.
armor. He doesn't wear armor though.
Yeah. Where me, I'm in, decked out chainmail right now. So.
Is it shiny?
It's been through the ringer, but it's still pretty good.
I'm gonna hop on his horse real quick,
With him?
just for a moment. Yeah,
Okay.
just quickly.
That's cool.
See if do I need to make any checks or anything like that?
I mean, I
would
guess
say
that's up to. I guess this is a question for. Are you just like? Are you trying to like sneakily do it without permission or whatever? Or
Yeah.
are you just like hanging
Yeah.
out?
I'm trying to
Then
just
yeah,
do it.
I would say acrobatics.
I rolled a 9.
I take it that's a fail.
Yeah, that would fail.
I
I mean, I'll say you are able to like get up onto it, but you are not riding it. You are like you're like leaned over like a sack on the back, basically. So like you're up there, but you didn't get your other leg over. You're just like
I'm just trying to hold on, like I'm trying to dig into the saddle, and I'm just kind of.
I would
Like,
obviously notice this, right?
Oh,
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
you're gonna know,
Yeah.
and now I'm just intentionally making it noticeable. So
I'm just gonna tap him and knock his wrist to get him off my horse.
I'm just like, hold on. Give me a moment. I
What are you doing?
just want to see the metal.
Vygar, as this is all going down, can you roll me a perception check?
Sure.
You just want to see the metal.
Shiny, you said you're wearing chainmail, right?
Yeah.
I just want to see the metal for a minute. That's all I want to do. Just completely, it's random.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
You
Oh,
see
yeah.
something.
completely random. I don't see nothing. I'm focused on.
No,
Try to
the-
hold on to my horse.
the guys on the horse are a bit distracted, and then Sosa leading up the rear. I'm sure you're just like having a great old time watching all this unfold. Vygar flying up high, kind of acting as a scout for the group almost. You do notice, guys, when I bring you onto this map, we're gonna scroll all the way down. Basically, it's a big map. I just copied it on over.
Going
so scroll
down,
a
down,
bit.
baby, sure.
And you're probably going to want to zoom out some too.
Yeah.
Do you see stuff on there now?
Oh yeah, I see fun stuff.
Oh,
Vygar?
yay.
You see all this, Vygar, Helmy, Grady?
Wait,
You
what?
see all this?
What?
Do you see this?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So as you are kind of flying high up above here, you see off on the coast here. That's what the blue is. It's the coast. So you guys are on land. You're coming up on the coastline here, on the eastern coastline, and you see these creatures here.
Oh, yeah.
They are all fish-looking creatures. There's a couple different ones. These guys right here are pretty scary looking. They're particularly rough looking. These guys right here each have, like a harpoon. They look like fishmen. These ones right here, though, look a lot different. They look like some sort of
can
terrifying sea
roll
creatures.
to see if I know exactly what they are?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll a...
D20?
honestly, roll a history check. The DC is going to be pretty low on this, being a Triton.
Yeah, I have a +1 to history. So I rolled a 7.
You rolled what was that?
+1. 7.
7? Oh, good lord. Okay.
Not my finest roll so far.
Welcome to the club, buddy.
This is your expertise, so you should know this, and you know for sure
my
you've seen
people.
these things before. They are not
Oh,
Tritons. They are not Tritons.
I've fought them before, probably.
You're certain. Yeah, you've probably fought them before. You're certain you've seen them before. You know they're bad news, but you can't put your finger on what they're called or
Yeah,
anything
the name
really
of
like
them.
that. Yeah.
Because I'm so far away.
Yeah, at this point though,
My
everybody
vision's
go
terrible,
ahead.
guys.
We are going to roll initiative.
Initiative.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty. So let me get my character sheet quick.
Hey, can you make the grid just a little darker, or can I adjust that myself?
If you zoom
Oof.
in, you should be able to see it a little
Feels
bit
bad.
better. I can adjust the opacity for you though. And
Oh man.
oops, did that do anything? I don't think that did anything. Let me just change the color.
That's good. I just zoomed in, so that's
There
fine.
we go. I changed the color to a darker one too.
I gotta remember how to do my own initiative on Roll20. I don't
James, you rolled a 15. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because my initiative is plus.
Yep.
I just figured I'd just.
All right,
type it
Soza,
down
do you know
to
how to
see
roll
what I'm
initiative
rolling.
here on the sheet?
Oh,
Just
way to
click
time you,
initiative.
Steve.
Yeah, so if you click your character's token, and then you click the initiative button there, it should roll it and send it to my turn tracker here.
Oh,
Roll
it
the
didn't.
5
It didn't
and
turn it. It didn't turn it to the. Okay, I can put it in though.
Oh, you rolled a 5? Let me go ahead and just add you.
15.
There we go. And Steve, you rolled a 15?
I can only assume I have the higher dexterity from James.
Yeah,
Yes, you. I can guarantee
Yeah,
that
you
do.
definitely have higher dex than I do.
All right, let me roll
If you're
my,
wearing that chainmail,
my
I can
little
only
dudes here.
assume. So
Because you had what plus?
yeah, I got +3.
Yeah, mine's a +2.
Oh wow, for a fighter, that's actually really good. Surprisingly, yeah, it's good.
It is. He
Yes.
he rolled really good, like across the board. I don't think anything
When does
is
he not?
outstanding. Well, he doesn't
When
have
does he
anything
not?
outstanding, in which he
damn
was
it,
all
James.
whiny about. He's like, I don't have a +5. I'm like, yeah, no. But he
That's not
he
my
rolled
free
really good across
goblin,
the board,
okay?
though. Yeah.
Well, we have a guy who plays in our other game. I call him James because he's the James of the group because he's OP. He rolled stupid high.
All right. So with that, luckily Vigar was able to see them before they like jumped out of the water to attack you guys. You have the first action there, Veil of Shadows. It is your turn.
How many feet is that?
Yeah. Well, looks like we're 80 from what it with what
Yeah, you're
my,
pretty far.
tracker is. It's okay though. I've got a bow. I'm gonna be smart about it. And that's just because Vale being from a seasoned hunter tribe knows to not take chances at first unless he has to. He'll get in there, but he's got a bow and he's gonna use that first on that creature.
Whoops. That was me. Sorry.
Yeah.
Way to break it, Grady.
And sorry,
Alright.
you said this one right here?
That one right here in front of me, and that's
The one right in
closest
front of you.
one.
This one.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
How-
can hit that easy enough.
go for it.
How do you make it do that so that it does a circle around things? Is this something? you can
click
do?
and
Oh,
hold.
I clicked.
If you're on the arrow, you
pointer,
click and hold.
Okay.
and then you just click and hold it, and that way I can ping to let John know
Gotcha.
which one I'm attacking. Yeah,
Yep.
make it a little easier on him, hopefully. Yeah.
That's cool.
hmm So Vale's gonna he's calm, just like the driven, like the ocean waves, just back and forth. He's gonna pull out his bow. He's just gonna take aim and take a deep breath, and he's gonna use one of his Kensai abilities with his longbow. And I already have it macroed, so I'll go ahead and roll for it.
Right on. That
Whoa,
will hit.
nice.
So
That's 4
he's
damage?
gonna. No, it's gonna do 10 altogether.
It does the 10 altogether. Oh, gotcha. That extra. Awesome.
Because
Dang.
what it does is it's uses my bonus action, and it uses my attack action to do more damage on the arrow. It's a Kensai ability, and I'm just gonna
Awesome.
let my breath go and just let the arrow fly.
So Veil of Shadows, having been like, he knows how to fight, and he knows how to fight smart. He knows these guys are far away. He's gonna go ahead and pull out his bow, and he sees one ever so slightly, breathes, holds that breath, and lets it out as he releases this arrow, which flies
And which
true.
one is it?
This guy right here.
Okay.
It flies true. It strikes him right in the chest, actually, and you can see it's definitely startled, definitely hurt. It took a step back. He's keeping coming at you guys though. Any movement or anything?
Gonna hold my position.
Okay. Billiam, it is your turn.
I am actually going to hold my turn for right now until they are actually within my 60-foot radius.
Okay.
And then once one of them is, I'm going to charge with my lance.
Okay. Yeah, because it's a 60-foot because you're mounted. That's
that.
what the horse has. So perfect. We'll go ahead. It is these guys' turns now. They have. Where's your movement again? Come on. Awesome.
Hope. That was the one that was just shot, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you can go ahead and take that attack now if you want to.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and go towards the one that was already shot. Just run up to him with lance out, hands out. Let's see what happens. So.
Trow down. Oh wait, no, wrong game.
So I'm gonna go.
Wrong game, yes.
So my character is gonna go all the way up there, right?
Yep.
And let's see here. D20. I get a +5 to hit. So I'm rolling a 22.
That'll hit.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me damage.
All right. My damage is a 1d12 +5. It's going to be a 8 + 5. It's 13 damage.
13 damage. That will do it. So as you charge forward, you see one. You see the opportunity right there. My music is not auto going to the next one. I don't know why. I put it in a playlist for a reason. Oh well.
Wow.
Oh, because I didn't tell the playlist to play. I just told one to play. I'm an idiot. There we go. As you
Get him,
charge
Grady.
forward, you see the one. You see the one
Let me
come
learn
up. You
on
see him
music,
already injured, and you know, as a fighter, you know instinctively this guy is already injured. I can take him out. You usher guy to move forward, lance ready, and just plow right through the exact same hole where that arrow hit. It goes out the other side
Push
of
it in
him.
further.
You now have a fish dude on your lance. And I'm assuming you go ahead and shake him off so you can use it again, but he's impaled through your lance there. As you do that, however, you see these guys jump out of the water.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
come on.
That said, they have all taken their movement right there. And none of them are gonna waste their spears by throwing them at
Good
you.
lord.
These guys' turns next.
And there's 17 of them too. Oh my god.
There's a lot, yeah. I rolled real good. Like I rolled for how many of these guys there were gonna be, and I was like, oh crap. Oh crap.
Well,
This is going to be the shortest session of D&D ever.
I can run very far. Very
As these
fast.
other guys, the ones that look a little bit different, as they kind of come out of the water, you notice they don't come far out, and they probably really can't even. They actually don't have feet. It's almost snake-like. They're all coiled up there. They've got fins and everything on it, but they kind of stand back here and kind of wait for you, essentially. Vygar, it is your turn.
Okay.
Shit.
Alright. I'm going.
Let's
Yeah, I'm
go
gonna-
fuck some bitches up.
I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray.
Okay.
Whoops. on let's see, does it roll 3 times? I'm supposed to roll for each one.
Right, you roll for each one. That's correct.
2, 3.
All right, the
Oh,
second one
didn't roll
hits.
for
The first and last one actually
Okay.
miss. But which one is it that you hit with? Or who
God
do you
damn.
hit, rather?
Okay, that was. I feel like that was a little bit of a waste. I'll hit this guy. Oops.
Nah, every bit counts. Just bad luck roll.
This guy right here.
This guy right here? Okay. Cool. So it definitely goes ahead and hits him. You did 3 fire damage.
Yeah.
Right. Excellent. Alright, so you go ahead and release a Scorching Ray. That's a 2nd level spell too, isn't it?
Yep. That's
Dang.
way. It's like, it feels like a little
So
bit of a
it
waste.
did. Hey, it did something. It hit this guy right here. He's singed. You can tell he really didn't like that very much. But he's still up. He's still okay. Are you gonna move at all?
No, I'll stay right here.
Okay, and you are still flying. I'm assuming, correct?
Yeah. Of course.
Also, Veil of Shadows, you're right there.
Wait, what? How'd
You
that
were-
happen?
You're
you
on
were
the horse.
on the horse. You never got
I
off.
I never told you I got off. God damn it.
Let's go for
That's
a ride,
okay.
cat.
I just realized that. I mean, you're still fine,
Oh,
whatever, but
I
you're
just
definitely up there.
assumed that I got off the horse, but I never said anything. Okay, well,
Sorry, man.
Well, you're with me.
clearly can't. Well, I'm about ready not to be. I'm
Well,
good.
okay, hold on. I feel like if you just moved him, he can go ahead and take his movement from his last turn to move himself wherever
That's
he wants now.
completely up to him, though. I mean, I'll play how he wants me to play, so it's all good.
No. He's got a turn coming up here before any of them move. He can get wherever he wants
Wow.
to
Yeah,
go.
he's
He'll be
fine.
fine.
Like,
He's-
it's just really
it's
funny
fine,
that he
dude.
completely
It's funny.
forgot to,
Yeah.
and like is the second one on the back of this horse here. All
I
right,
love it. I think it's hilarious because I'm like, all right, okay. I get
Souza,
it. I
your turn.
totally deserve that. Totally deserve that. Did he lag out or something?
No, he's here. He's thinking. Zoza, it's you.
All right.
So I'll go ahead and cast Mind Spike on this one.
Dang, what's that do? Go ahead and throw it in chat or something. Saver, take 3d8 psychic. Ooh! Ouch! All right,
that's
that's this guy right here, you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Wisdom save. Oh, man! Go ahead, still, I'm assuming a 19 beats your spell save DC. Go ahead and roll
Yeah.
me 3d8, though, and he still takes half damage.
So is it just slash roll 3d8?
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
That's still
Seven
real
Still 7
good.
damage.
Still not bad.
That's still good.
Awesome. So you go ahead and cast it. What's it look like when you cast Mind Spike? What do you, in character, what does your character do? What's it look like?
Good question.
Yeah, make it up,
On
man.
it.
Whatever you think. Like, is he just muttering something and it's just unseen effect, or is there some sort of like energy happening,
So-
or?
So his hands, they glow kind of like with a aura, and he raises it up towards that monster, and he goes ahead and like closes his fist,
Ooh.
and you see the fish man. I don't know what it is.
Nice.
You see him writhing in
It affects him there. That's awesome. Okay, so
That's my cousin you're talking about.
his hand just starts to glow and clenches the fist there to kind of activate it, and the fish guy, you can definitely tell he's just like shaking and in pain, but is able to shrug off the majority of it. But something happened mentally to him that he has no idea what just happened there. Feels kind of strange. All right. Anything else? Movement or anything?
I'll go ahead and stay where I am.
Veil of Shadows. You are currently on the back of a horse that you did not mean to be on. What would you like to do?
This
As
horse
the,
has a name, damn it.
Guy.
as the as the DM knows me so well that I
You're
would
on the back
totally
of the guy.
forget thing that would be important. Well played. Well played. But I'm going to take advantage of the situation. So I'm going to use my sword. And it's always two hands for me unless I say otherwise, because it's a katana. I
Okay.
mean, very rare you'd see anybody use that thing one-handed. It's not effective. So I'm going to
Right.
use some of my movement.
It's half your movement to distance, right?
Yeah, it's going to be half your movement to dismount, actually. Thank you.
Yep. Sorry, the only reason why I know that is because I took Cavalier.
Yep, you're totally right.
Even with my
Yeah.
agility, because I'm not mounted, I'm just on it.
Yeah.
It's half your
I
movement.
will challenge
Sorry.
that one, but okay, it's all right.
You gotta like stand up and jump off it then. Like either way.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was gonna do. I'm literally gonna jump off that.
Right, but it also takes like you got to think of it. If you're prone, it's half your movement to stand up too. So if you're
That's true.
standing
I mean,
up
it's
to
just
jump off
mechanics,
it,
so...
yeah. And you can always,
That's
if you
the
really
things.
need to get away, you can always use key points to step of the wind or whatever.
Yeah,
but,
that's
so
yeah,
you're
yeah. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
You had to
so.
look at the shiny armor.
I know, right?
Playing the character.
Curiosity killed the cat, guys. Am I right?
Curiosity did
that
kill the
is so
cat. That was
true.
so good.
Character demanded it. Okay.
I think
try to rob
anybody
you or
else who
something.
plays in this game, they have to be like an animal-themed character. I don't think I'm allowing a Goliath anymore.
I know, right? I just see so many Goliaths. Oh my god.
I guess a turtle's okay in this game. No,
I
totally
tri-
kidding.
I
tried.
tried!
No, I'm totally kidding. I'm not okay with that.
Upset.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna do what I was. I don't think I'm gonna do what I was originally gonna do then because
Sorry.
I just looked at the. No. It's okay. I can recon because I just looked at the map and the positioning, and Vale's no fool. If he tries to
He knows he's
engage
gonna
in
get
melee,
swarmed,
he's going to
yeah.
get swarmed. So he's going to use his movement as far as he can. So if I got 40, so I used 20. I used 20 to get off the horse.
Right.
Gingerly. I'm just gonna acrobatically just kind of just slink off like a predator and just back into a more what I consider a defensive position. And with my bow, I'm gonna attack the one that our warlock fella friend here sews a hit. Okay.
Right on. Go for it. These rolls, guys.
It's the brakes.
Oh man.
God damn it.
I'd rather get him out of the way now.
So yeah, that
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
hit.
true.
Quickly. Yeah.
Is that
I'm
your
just
turn, man?
gonna, Yeah, I mean, I had to take half the movement to get off his horse, and then the rest of my movement, I moved 20 feet away from Billiam. So yeah, that's it.
All right.
My
Billion.
turn, right? All right. So what I'm going to do is attack this guy with my lobs. This one right here.
Okay.
And I rolled another 17 plus 5 to
Yep,
hit.
you hit him. Go ahead and roll me damage.
Yep, that's D12 plus 5, which is going to be 11 damage total.
Whew. All right.
No, wait, no. Just a quick question. I'm so sorry.
Yep.
You said the creatures can't move any further inland because they just have feet.
They couldn't get any further on that turn at least.
So there's
And it's and again, it was only these scarier looking guys. These other ones, they've got feet.
Okay. All right. I'm just weighing my options. I'm so
Yep.
sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're totally fine.
So I
Awesome.
went there.
He is still up. So you jab it right through his left shoulder there, the lance, and he is really feeling pain. It's but he's still there. He's just hanging on.
Damn it. That really sucks. I'm also using my unwavering that hit then.
You also using, what was that? I'm sorry.
Unwavering mark.
Right. I don't remember what all that does, but you'll remind me.
Yeah. So,
He has
when I hit a
disadvantage on
creature with
attacks
melee,
against anybody other than you,
anybody
right?
other than me.
Right.
Yeah, while the creature is
And then
5
next
feet.
turn, you could use a bonus action to hit him, right? Or something like that.
Only if he attacks somebody other than
Gotcha,
it does
okay.
damage to somebody
Okay.
other than.
Gotcha. Alright. Is that your turn? Are you done with moving and everything?
I mean, I can't disengage without getting. An
So,
opportunity
because
attack,
you're mounted, your mount acts on the same turn as you. So your mount's only action that they can take is dodge, disengage, or hide. So your mount can disengage and you'll get away.
All right, so I'm gonna go. So that was 5, 10, 40, 45, 50, 55. I'm gonna go back here.
Okay. Cool. That is your turn. These guys get to go.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Oh, there's no reason why I went back as I did.
Here's the
It's
thing.
alright.
They don't really have. They can throw their spears, but they don't want to. That's what's saved you guys from already having died. Seriously.
Says
I
a
mean-
bonus. I'm just gonna look around and be like, it's a good day to die.
No, it's
These
not.
guys right here are still not really going anywhere, though. I'm just gonna move both of these on the same round since they're right next to each other. But these guys, only one who's going to attack is the one on Veil of Shadows here. He is going to take a bite attack. Does an 18 hit?
Just barely. Yeah.
Just barely? Wow.
Just the tip.
Yeah.
Just the tip.
That's 4 damage.
Yeah, just a tip. Because I have a Kensai weapon, and I get plus to my AC when I have it in my hand. So yeah, it just barely hits.
4
Yep,
piercing.
that's
And then he
I'll
will
mark.
also take a spear attack. Oh
Hey,
my
did
goodness.
you mark the one that?
For 3 damage. Don't ignore the plus 4. What,
okay,
James?
So 7. All right.
Yeah,
Did you
7
mark
total.
the one that has the that I marked?
No, but I will. Thank you. Now I have.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate
How about I don't use yellow because that's impossible to see. Let's go ahead and use blue. All
it.
right.
That works perfectly.
All right, but that is all their turns. So yeah, Veil of Shadows got hit pretty hard there. Sorry. It is now
Part of the
Vygar's
game,
turn.
man. I'm okay.
All right. I'm going to cast Magic Missile at 2nd level, which just gives me an extra missile.
Yes.
So
Very
That's
nice,
is
very
that all of
nice.
your 2nd level spells now?
yeah.
Okay.
Do I roll those individually as well?
They can be rolled individually. Here's how it broke up. It was 3, 4. So it was 4 damage, 5 damage, and 3 damage. And then you basically get to roll an extra one. Oh, that's this one also. Sorry.
It's in there, yeah.
So it's 4 damage, 5 damage. Okay, sorry. It's 4, 5, 5, and 3.
Okay. How do you know that?
Because of how they were rolled. It's 1d4 plus 4. Or sorry, 1d4 plus 1 for each one. And if you hover over it, you'll be able to see what was rolled.
Okay. 4, 5, 5, and 3. You said?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to smack this guy.
All right, is that the first one?
Yeah.
4 damage just kills it.
Awesome. And then I'll attack this guy as well with the 5.
All right. He's still up.
Actually, then both 5s.
Still up.
Damn. And then the 3.
All right. Still up, but barely hanging out.
Jesus.
Oops.
And I'm just gonna fly over them, because why not?
Hang on.
Try and distract them a little bit.
Up in the air, 15 feet.
Yeah.
How high are you up in the air? That might be something to state.
All right. I'll say I'm a good like 20 feet up in the air, 30 feet,
Okay.
20, 30, somewhere around there.
Okay.
Oops.
Hold on. Let me also
Doing this
just
wrong.
check one thing real quick.
All right, so
Alright.
as you're checking
Wait.
that, you
Okay.
you cast a magic missile. It hits the one who's already been injured, and the guy was done. It hits him square in the head where he's already been injured. He has just passes out clean out. He's done. And then you target another one, and you send all three of the missiles to just berate this guy. Two go right into his stomach. One of them hits him in the arm that he's holding his spear in, and he grimaces quite badly. He's starting to like bleed this like green blood, but he's still up. What else?
All right. So as a bonus action, I can grow my wings and change the form and color of them.
Okay.
So I'm going to just like grow them to like twice as big as I am, and
Okay.
make them just look shredded and black, just
Oh,
to try and
dear.
intimidate them a little bit.
Roll an intimidation.
Yeah.
I
Roll
would say.
intimidation. Roll intimidation. Okay.
Not bad.
These, I will say these guys right here, the 5 of them that are like immediately around you, or 6, I'll include this guy also, that are immediately around you, are a little frightened of you.
Okay.
Maybe not necessarily so much to where they're going to run away, and they really don't care about anybody else, but you've kind of shook them a bit at least. Sosa.
And that's the end.
So I'm gonna go ahead and cast Hellish Rebuke on this.
Hellish
guy
Rebuke
here.
is a reaction, so it's when you get attacked,
Oh,
basically. It's when you take damage.
Okay. So then I'm gonna go ahead and cast Eldritch Blast.
I'm gonna
Nice.
There
cast
you
something
go.
else.
Nice.
Then. Fuck you.
Go
Eldritch
for it. Go ahead and
Blast
roll
is
it.
bread and
Eldritch
butter,
Blast is
man.
great, yeah.
That's bread and butter.
Boom, that'll do it. All right.
Yeah.
For 5 damage. So, Zosa sees what's going on and utters his cantrip, Eldritch Blast, and blasts forward. This necrotic energy just slams straight into, or actually it's force damage, isn't it? Force damage. This
Yeah.
energy just slams straight into the side of this fish dude standing there, and he just like starts coughing a bit. Definitely injured. Want to move or anything?
Move backwards if you can.
Yeah. Turn over. I'll go ahead and move back here.
Okay. I can. 1 second here. Just because there's no reason that you would be running out of ground over there, I'll go ahead and just move everything over for us a bit. So you can, I mean, I'll let you move your full movement backwards if you wanted to go further.
I'll just
Or
move
if that's
them
enough, then
back.
okay. All right, Veil of Shadows, your turn. Your turn, Catman.
You know that whole thing about I search for balance? Well, I'm just gonna look at one. And I'm gonna be like, "Death is like the wind; it's always by my side."
There's
Where's that
Steve yelling.
from?
Yes.
Yeah, there's the yelling. Oh, now I'm pissed.
Yelling.
Yeah, now I'm pissed. So I'm gonna use my sword now, and I'm just gonna be like, "Fuck this bow," you know. I'm gonna. It's time to get a little nasty.
To bloody the blade.
So first action. Was that hit or no?
15, I believe so. Let me double check. Yep, that's gonna hit.
Nice.
Bonus action.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm going to use the.
He is still up. You slice him. Then you give him a good elbow to the ribs, and he's just doesn't really know what to do with what's happening to him right now. But he's still standing.
Then I'll go ahead and I guess I can spend a key point, and I'll use flurry.
Go for it.
And nothing. That's all I got.
All right. All right. So that is your turn, Billiam.
That's me.
That's you.
All right. So, been injured a little bit, and this guy's been injured a little bit, right?
Yes, both of those two have been injured. That's correct. And then this one right here is the one that get hit with the magic missiles as well. So the three of them you've seen get hit.
Such a laugher.
And you're about to get hit over the head with a baseball bat.
Yes. So, let's see here. A diagonal move is still 5, right?
Yeah, it's a grid.
So I'm going to use 30 movement to get up here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And before I do that, can I actually switch out my lance for my warhammer?
Okay.
While I'm riding up there.
Yep.
And while I'm doing that, I seriously want to like swing my warhammer around like this. Just go up to somebody, just shout out, Billiam! And I'm gonna crack the guy that's right there.
The one who's already been hurt?
On my pro veal. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna crack him real quick. Upside
One-handed,
the head.
I'm guessing?
Oh, dude. I have my
Two-handed?
shield up
Okay.
still. One-handed. I always do one-handed.
Oh, one-handed. Okay. Cool.
So that's gonna be I rolled a 14, and I have
It's
plus
gonna hit.
5 hits, so 19. And then for my damage, it's a 1d8 plus 5, which I'm going to do 8 damage.
All right.
Is he dead?
He is still gasping. He is standing, barely. I'll say he's on a knee,
Okay.
but he is still
just
alive.
So let you know, that was my mark. I put it on him.
Okay.
And I'm also going to use my what is it? I'm going to use my second wind, where once per shorter. rest,
I think you
say
mean
bonus
action surge. That's the action
Or no,
surge.
yeah, action surge. Yeah, that's
You
the
can
one I
take
want.
another
Thank
action.
you. Sorry.
Yep. No, you're good.
That's the one. That's what I want to do, and I'm going to be beating this guy upside the head real quick.
Yep. Go for it.
And I rolled a 8 to hit him. So
Nope.
that's it.
Hey, your first miss
and
so
then-
far, though.
Yeah, I know. So I've rolled 30 feet, and I'm going to just move. Actually, I'm just gonna stay right. I'm gonna move up 1 right there.
Okay. Awesome.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Bad guys' turns. Grady, I'm sorry. How far up are you flying?
20. I'll just say 25 feet.
Okay.
I said 20 to 30.
They're running the fuck away from you.
Yeah, these guys don't want to be anywhere near you. That's true.
Yeah, but look where they're going.
Like
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Don't worry, I'll be back there to save you in a minute.
we're boxed in.
I don't know about that.
No, I'll be able to.
Might have to
second.
disengage.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I can do it. I can seriously disengage this and still be fine.
Good lord.
John, you're being a dick right now.
How am I being a dick? I told you it was going to be difficult, guys, and I haven't.
Just the battle.
I've
yeah.
done damage to one of you
yeah.
so far, and that's it.
Shut up! They should all be dead.
All right, so as these guys move forward, one of them actually gets just in range of Zosa here. So he's going to go ahead and take a bite attack on him. 6, I'm pretty sure, is not going to hit you. And then he gets to make a second attack, which he'll make with his spear. 12. Does a 12 hit?
No.
Awesome.
Nice.
So
Oh,
no dice.
dude. Luck now.
He snatches at you and then jabs at you with a spear, but both times you're just too quick. You're very, very snake-like in your reflexes, and nothing finds you. Down here, this guy who was running away and this guy who was running away, they were actually pretty well frightened enough to where they're not attacking this round. But we've still got these three guys down here who are going to go.
Did they
That
pass
one.
through? Did they pass through?
He's
through
20
our-
feet in the air. He's not locked
Do
in
I
melee
have
with
to
him.
wait
Yeah.
for my turn to use Hellish?
No, Hellish
I meant
Rebuke is
the
a
enemies.
reaction, so you can use it right now, but I think you have to take damage. Is that true or no? I could be wrong.
Yeah, you have to. I think you got to literally get hit in order for Hellish Rebuke because it's a reaction.
But like you would use it right now, but I think you have to get hit. Let me read it real quick.
It's a really cool spell, but it's reactionary. So
Well, that's part of why it's so awesome.
boom.
Yeah, it's someone who they have to damage you. Steve, no, because you have to. It's when you leave melee. Grady's 20 feet in the air, so.
No, I meant when the others came. Did they come through my space?
Oh, you know what?
Because I didn't use any reactions.
This guy is still in melee with you, essentially. This guy would not have, but this one right here, yeah, I mean he would have. So you can take a attack of opportunity on
Yeah,
this
I'll
one.
I'll take it. I'll be like, I'm like, yeah, no, you coming through my space, no. I'm
whip
full.
around with your claw. Just
I'm full. Yeah, I'm full tiger mode right now. I'm losing my senses right now.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Woo! And that's some good damage on that one too. All right.
Max too. Hey.
So as he runs past you, you just swing out with your katana, and it catches just straight up his chest, and he just kind of like spins with it, and it almost attaches to him for a second as you swing on through, and he just kind of like definitely very, very injured as he ran past you there.
I'm just gonna roar. I'm just letting the primal instincts come out now.
Awesome. This guy right here is actually still going to attack at Veil of Shadows, but that'll be with disadvantage because he's marked.
Correct. And if he still hits you, do not attack him next
16.
turn.
No, I won't hit.
And
Good.
That's a nat 1. So
He throws his spear into his foot.
yeah, he actually releases the spear on accident, and it ends up hitting this guy right down here for 7 points of damage. Dang.
Holy
Damn.
shit! That. I don't want to roll a nat one. I don't want to roll a natty.
I
No.
don't always do that on nat 1s, but
Wow.
when it's fun.
Time out. That guy, because he hit somebody and did damage to a creature that is not me, I will get advantage on that guy my next turn.
That's
Or
true.
I can have a bonus action on him for free.
That's true.
So,
That's really cool.
And then there's this one guy down here, and actually the guy who just got hit. That both get attacks on. They're going to take attacks on Billiam here. So 1, 11, nope. 10, nope.
nope.
13, nope. 19, I'm sure that one hits you.
Just barely.
All right, for a
Just
total of
barely.
3 damage.
All right. That's the red circle, right?
Yep.
All right.
These guys here, man, you are far enough off the coastline to where they're just sitting back. They're moving forward, inching forward here at you. Actually, yeah, they're gonna hold this turn still. Vigar, your turn.
All right.
not
I'm going
attack
to
them.
move a little bit closer to Sosa. As I see them gaining up on him, and I'm going to cast Magic Missile again, but still just first level.
First level.
Because I can't do it anymore.
All right, so that is a 2, a 4, and a 2. If
All
you
right,
hover over it, you can see the individual rolls. That's how
I'll
I'm
hit
seeing
this guy with,
All of them?
yeah.
All right. So he gets hit 3 times with these missiles coming at his back, and he just kind of turns around to see what the heck is going on, but he is still alive. Zosa, you're getting swarmed here.
I'm gonna go ahead and use poison spray on the guy next.
Nice. All right, that's a con save. He succeeds. No damage.
Oh.
That's too bad, man. Just barely. That I think that actually might have killed him too. All right, so you let out this spray of poison, and he just like coughs up a second, but just kind of like looks at you through the poisonous fog there. Anything else?
If I move, is it gonna be attack of opportunity?
Yeah, if you move right now, there would be an attack of opportunity on you. That's correct.
Don't do it, man. Don't do it.
But
Well,
it might be worth it because
It might be worth it because you might have 4 on you otherwise. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're pretty outnumbered as it is. So, I mean, it's,
Just stay alive. That's all I want. Just stay alive.
30 here. Does it go
You
from my
no.
box, or does it
Don't-
go?
Don't go straight over. Go diagonally away. It'll be better for you.
So would it be from this box, 30, or like in the direction?
Yeah, that's how it works.
About like-
Right. He is going to go ahead and take that attack, but I'm going to give it to him at disadvantage because of the poison.
Fog. He almost hits himself.
3 damage. Sorry, man.
well, now he can use his reaction, though, can't he?
Yeah, you can use Hellish Rebuke now if you like.
Okay, I'll go ahead and use Hellish Rebuke.
Take 3 damage and go ahead and cast it.
I thought you said at disadvantage.
Yeah, but he
Yeah, he
rolled a
did,
21 on
yeah.
both.
Oh, okay.
And so
Dex save?
make a deck save.
No. 7 I'm sure does not pass. 2d10
So-
fire damage, man.
It's actually 3d10 because I only have 2nd level spell slots.
Oh, that's right, because warlocks are weird like that.
Yeah, they get more
Weird
damage
old
on that, I
warlocks.
think. Yeah.
That's
Woo!
Oh!
That'll do the deed for darn sure. So he, through the poison as you're getting away, reaches out and just bites at you and just barely clips you. And he's feeling really, really proud of himself. And then you just mutter an incantation and just scream it at him, just like with fire in your eyes. He immediatly regrets his decision as he just is engulfed in flame and crumples down dead.
All I can see happening is him trying to run away, and he's just like somebody snags his pinky finger, and he's like, "You bitch!"
Burns.
Skadoosh.
Nice, very well done, sir. Very well done.
That's
Veil of
awesome,
Shadows.
man.
So, John, is there like a defensible place we can, like, if we need to retreat? I mean, granted, right now, but we're clearly outnumbered. I'm just trying to think.
Hey, do me a favor,
what's
just
your-
don't attack that guy.
What's your wisdom?
It is a 15.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you're wise enough to know. I'm not even going to make a roll. These aquatic creatures, they're amphibious to an extent, but if you get a decent amount away from the water, they're not going to keep coming after you.
Yeah,
you
that's
don't.
kind of what I was thinking.
I mean, you can roll a survival check to see if you remember any like specifically defensible position, but honestly, yeah, you don't really think of anything. You just know that as long as you get far enough away from the water, you're probably going to be totally fine.
Then what I think I'm going to do is, because the blood's starting to, settle down. He's gotten some swipes in, but he's starting to remember. that this is not necessarily a good situation, and he needs to start fighting a little smarter. So I'm going to use, for my action, I'm going to use the disengage. That way I don't take any attacks of opportunity.
All right, that's cool.
I'm playing it smart
Yeah.
now.
Yep.
So it's
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
because
you have to.
of course you can beat feet with no problem.
Yeah, I mean, if you go up north, so you could still like shoot arrows at these guys for me, that would still be pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna try to do. Yeah, I'm gonna use well, actually, I don't even need to use a disengage. I can use step of the wind. Yeah, that way I can have my action and I can at least try to pepper for you. So
Yeah, just don't go with the blue guy.
yeah, I saw the mark.
Yeah, just don't hit him because I'm gonna get a free hit on him anyways.
So I'm gonna use step of the wind. Then I'm gonna burn a key point. I'm gonna use all 40 feet that I have, John. I'm gonna move a little closer to Meeper.
Are you okay? So you're moving just this direction. If you need to move down, I can move the map.
I should be able. I can still see it, so I
Okay.
can just move. Let me figure out how far it's gonna be. Because I don't want
That's 40 feet.
Then I'll use my tabaxi.
Oh wait, with
I'll
step of the
use my
wind, do you
tabaxi
double your
movement then.
movement speed also though?
Let me double
I
check.
can't remember what all
Can't
it does.
remember.
I feel like it does more.
Yeah, I think it does.
Just says you can spend 1 key point to take the disengage or dash action as a bonus action on
Oh,
your turn.
you can take one or the
and
other.
your-
Okay.
And your jump distance is dubbed for the turn.
So then, but
So
yeah, you
it
can
would
use the
be my
tabaxi
jump
movement,
distance.
which is a nothing. That's free.
Yeah, so I'll just use that.
So that's
and
80
because I
then,
just
right?
won't be able to move. Yeah, I can move 80.
So you can get right here in front of him if you want, or right here, anywhere in this
Yeah.
line, essentially.
Damn, son.
Kitty cat.
Yeah.
But then aren't you moving past these two
He's
people?
disengaging.
Not necessarily.
with his
Oh,
step.
that's right. He's disengaging too.
It's a step of the wind. They can't hit me.
So with
Oh, yeah.
disengage, you just have to take
Mechanics!
it once.
Exactly.
You just have to take disengage once as an action on your turn, or bonus, or whatever, and then nobody gets attacks.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
You don't have to
And
do it for each
then,
creature.
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and save the key point. Then I'll just use my action as a disengage, and my bonus action is gonna be the
Tabaxi.
the tabaxi. So I'll hold and I'll bring my quiver out because I've seen our warrior with the horse. He's clearly quite capable.
I've been in a fight
Yeah.
before.
Clearly, I'm not gonna do challenge you on that, and I'm gonna just use my action to disengage, and I'm gonna move next to Sosha.
Protective.
I still got your
Yay.
arrow out here, man. Billiam, it is your turn. You can go one more, by the way. There you go.
All right. So, what I'm doing first most is I'm going to this guy first.
Okay.
I'm still on my steed, and I'm
You
just
still
gonna.
got the Warhammer. Yep.
Yep. And I roll a. I rolled a 14. My
14's gonna hit.
plus 5, so
Yep,
19
gonna
is gonna hit. Yeah. 1d8.
You're rolling good on those attacks, man.
Yes, he is. Shit.
Um,
Somebody's got to. God.
I know,
7
right?
damage.
For real.
7, awesome. Warhammer right to the side of him. He's still, that might have like broken arm or something, but he's still there.
Yeah. I'm going to use my action, my free action.
Right, because you
On
get a
him.
bonus action to go ahead and attack him, right?
Yep. So I'm gonna go.
And is it
minus
also
1
at disadvantage,
bravery.
or is it also at advantage, or is it just a straight attack?
I get advantage.
Okay.
on this attack. So I'm gonna take my advantage because I rolled and a 15 plus 5, so that'll be 20.
Sweet, you kill him.
Okay.
He had 1 hit
Uh,
point left. You killed him.
Well,
You
I
don't
just
even
wanted
need
to
to
see
roll
what.
damage. Okay, fine,
I
go for
wanted
it.
to roll.
Go for
He's
it.
one
Go
of
for
those.
it.
He's one of those
12.
guys.
Yep.
I want to roll it.
I rolled 12.
Hey,
I did
that's
so
awesome.
much of an overkill.
Yeah, it is.
He splatters.
So you slam the hammer into as he's still on a knee, you slam it into the side of his head, and it just like completely caves in, and just like splatters everywhere.
Nice.
All right,
I
still
like
your
it.
turn. What do you want to do?
Still my turn. So because I'm surrounded by all these bitches, what I'm going to do is my steed is going to say, "Hey, let's get the fuck up on out of this bitch because that's my guy." And we're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50, 55, 60.
There's no shame in knowing when to beat feet, right?
All right,
Hey, dude,
awesome.
like, seriously, I'm not about to 3 people coming at like that. By the way, this guy is marked, so if he's within 5 feet of me,
The one you hit, right? This guy here.
Yeah.
Actually,
Oh,
no.
they're
Stop
following.
right
They're
here.
following us at least.
For now, they are anyway.
Bastards. 2 of them
Yeah,
are.
it's part of it, man. Sometimes in war, you got to give ground to get ground, my friend.
Hey, dude, as long as you can hit one of these guys and just weaken them,
These
that'd be
big guys,
great.
though, actually don't move at all. They stay back there.
That's good. That's what I was hoping for.
This
Okay.
at this
Use
point,
your
though, you guys are
pussies.
far enough away. This one and only this one is going to actually go ahead and throw his spear.
What a bitch. And who's he throwing it at? Me?
Actually, he's
Roll a
going to go
1d4.
ahead and he's going to throw it at this fool who keeps flying above everybody. But
I was
it's going to be
wondering
at
when that was going to
disadvantage.
happen.
It's going to be at disadvantage though because you're 20 feet up and 20 feet
25.
away, so he doesn't have quite the range. 12.
Nope, 13.
Alright.
Oh,
These
wow.
two right
Yeah.
here then are both going to go ahead and attack Billiam.
Let's see. Nope.
Nope. 16? I don't think so.
Nope.
God bless the heavy
16.
armor.
Good lord, nothing.
Nope.
Nothing on you.
Whoa, whoa.
Guys, your luck is
That's
turning
level 5.
around for darn sure. Vigard, it is your turn. Just when you start to run, you actually might be able to beat this. Like,
I did not say run.
Right.
I said disengage.
yeah.
That's different. So
All right, we're
come on,
doing good
come on,
right now,
Death
guys.
from above. Let's go.
I'm gonna go ahead and move
we
right
can
over
win.
here.
if we play smart, we can win, but we got to play smart.
You're like,
'cause
what's your face in Overwatch right now?
pretty much.
Farah,
Yeah, Pharaoh, that's right.
basically.
God, that's one game that I've not played.
It's fun.
And I'm
I
going
know.
to, whoops. I'm gonna smack this guy with,
With your penis.
Firebolt.
No.
Wrong game. Wrong game.
Just
Wrong one.
Wrong campaign. Wrong
From
campaign.
5 feet in the air, he's gonna hit him with.
That would be
He is
real.
very
Oh,
Yeah, natty 20. Natty.
Double damage.
all right. That was this guy right here. You said right.
yeah.
All right, awesome. So you release a firebolt right at him, and it scourges, and it actually takes his hand off. He's still standing there, totally fine, but his left hand, he was holding the spear in the other one. His left hand though is just gone.
That
And
was his good hand.
You're a little frustrated with yourself because you with the amount of force behind that one, if you aimed it a little bit better, maybe you would have done even more damage to him. You only rolled 7, but you hit him bad. Hi, Mom.
Yeah, definitely a high mom moment.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah, hi, Mom.
Oh,
Ma.
that's literal. Never mind.
Bye, Ma.
Bye, Mom.
She just came in and gave me pizza, so I was like, okay.
That's pretty awesome.
Hey.
Hey!
Yeah, I like that.
Ain't nothing wrong with some good old pizza.
All right,
So I'm
Zosa, your turn, sir.
Go ahead and target this guy.
Right on.
Blast.
Boom. Let's do it. Oh yeah, that's gonna hit.
Dang,
Once
man.
again,
Nice.
reach back and just unleash this powerful force that just kind of sneaks straight into him, just hits him right below the rib cage there, and he just like starts again just kind of coughing up and definitely very hurt there. Anything else you want to do? Movement or anything?
No, I'll just keep hiding behind
Fair enough.
That's what I'm here for, buddy. I got you.
All right. Kensai, Veil of Shadows.
Gonna just quickly, just with a brief flash, free action, stow my katana, and then take my bow and shoot at the one that's. Let's see if I can assist my Triton warrior. He's gained he's gained a lot of my respect, and he has very shiny toys.
The one who's already been hurt?
What's that?
You're shooting at the one who's already been hurt?
Has he been hurt? I don't know. I'm literally like...
Oh, sorry, I just missed which one you pointed at. There's the one that
okay.
just got hit with a firebolt. Is that the one? Yep. Yep, he already
That
got hit.
one got hit with the fireball?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I guess it doesn't matter, because I was trying to hit somebody fresh, but it looks like all of them have taken some damage in.
Yeah, just go ahead and do it.
If you really did want to hit someone fresh, this guy right here has not taken damage yet.
Well, if one of them's
Your
been
passive
really hurt, I'm
perception's
gonna
high
see if
enough
I
to
can...
know, so...
Yeah, just kill him out.
I'm gonna see if I can do anything, yeah. I'll take a deep breath and use my inner... Find that inner peace again and release an arrow.
All right. Whoo-hoo-hoo. And it's the full 14 then, right? Or sorry, the full 10 then, right?
Full 10, yeah.
All right. So again, just his peaceful use of this bow is definitely a sight to behold. The man knows his weapons well. Arrow flies through. And
Hey, time out. A cat knows his weapons well.
Cat knows his weapons well. You're right.
I'm
you're
a
right.
cat man. I have a penis. Thank you. I'm going to say that because I might be made to roll, but it's adequate. Okay.
We can talk about girth later if we really need to.
Oh God!
We'll go to
The arrow flies true, though. It flies into the same arm, the left arm, the one that had lost the hand. He now has an arrow sticking out of the shoulder. The guy's really, really frustrated that you keep targeting this half of his body, and if he survives, he's going to be crippled for the rest of his life. Anything
Don't
else?
Can we
fuck me,
keep him
son.
alive, please?
Yeah.
No, well, here's the thing: if Vale's not taking prisoners, he's not. It's not his forte right now. He's in it to win it. He smells the blood on the air. There we go.
And that's why I have you down a little bit.
Yep. All right.
I
If
told you in the beginning.
if that's it, it'll be Billiam next then.
All right. So you're done. You're not moving at all or anything.
I can't move. I had to stay stationary for a turn.
Because you took a breath.
No,
It's his
it's
tabaxi thing to get his
I can't-
Gotcha.
double your movement thing back. Yes, that's
Okay.
true.
So question for you. My control air and water, is that something that I can do for additionally free, or is that something my attack itself?
get a spell.
No, that's probably a spell. It's probably going to take up an action. Let me double check real quick.
Yeah,
I'm
because
pretty
it does say
sure.
once you cast a spell. So I just
Yeah,
didn't know.
it's gonna be an action.
Okay. So I'm just gonna hold on to that then.
Okay.
I'm just going to use my nice hammer on this guy just to go ahead and kill it.
All right, go for it.
Does a 15 hit?
A what? Sorry.
1-4.
14? Yeah, 14's hit.
Oh, cool beans.
Yep, these guys, I mean, looking at them, you can tell they don't really have armor. This guy right here has like a shoulder plate on or whatever, but it's just their scales. So yeah, 14 definitely hits.
I rolled an 8 plus 5. That's a 13.
Woo!
Brains are splattered.
Yeah, that sucker's dead.
Fuck his left arm.
So now you continue to target the same arm, and the hammer just comes straight down on top of the shoulder, ripping it clean off. And he has just enough wherewithal to look at what you did and shed a tear as he drops down dead.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
All
I
right,
almost
still
felt
your
sorry
turn.
for him for a moment.
So now Guy is going to go ahead and disengage for me.
Okay.
That's 30.
Can we call him Sir Guy for funsies?
I'm just going to go up there.
Sergey.
Sergey? What?
Actually, no. I'm probably gonna
I
just
meant
move here.
like a knightly terminology for the horse. It's
Right.
like Sir Guy.
So yeah,
All right. On that note, this one right here. Who was it that hit this guy? This was Souza, wasn't it?
Which one?
This guy up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's gonna come through. Yeah, he's gonna come through, and since he sees Veil of Shadows before he gets to Souza, he's just gonna take a wild attack at Veil of Shadows first.
Ooh, did
20,
he roll a 20?
Yeah,
Yeah, that'll do it.
5 piercing.
Oh, it's 5? Okay,
Yeah.
I thought it was 12, and I was like,
Oh no.
I'm like, ooh.
He's
okay,
then gonna
so,
come all the way up here to Souza
Does he
and
go
take
through my
a
space
claw
though
attack.
again? Since he engaged
He's
with
still
me?
engaged with you technically.
Oh, okay. Technically, I can't swipe at him. All right.
Right. But I don't think a 7 hits, so you're okay, Souza. As far as these guys, he can't
Which
quite
one?
get to you. He can. He can't. He can't.
God, these guys are just doing my shiny arm.
Only one of them can get to
Percent
you.
per-
You are
I know.
doing all the damage, so they all want to kill you more than anything. Except
get that.
unless there's like a personal vendetta with the one who got hurt by the same guy or whatever. But otherwise,
Yeah.
these guys, they are not okay with this. They're not okay with
Yeah.
you existing. Only one of them
You
gets
are
close
my
enough though. Nope.
Does he roll?
Nope. It's too bad. I wish that 23 would have been the actual roll.
Yeah, the actual.
I know.
That's a
That
natty.
would've been nice.
Both of those, and
But,
they just can't freaking hit you. So I mean, this is totally going a different
it's the
way here.
chainmail. It's distracting.
These guys are actually going to
bedazzlement,
move a
so-
touch more
Your
inland now
good
that you've
hits
come
are-
back, but that's it.
Your good hits are hitting me, man.
Yeah, I know. You've been hit
with
a lot.
higher AC too, mind you. It's like
No, I don't. It's not higher than James's. This is 19.
I know. That's
No,
what I'm saying.
mine's
I've got a good AC.
Oh, gotcha.
and
You
I'm
just
getting-
got a good one.
It's
Gotcha.
just good rolls. Yeah, just good rolls. That's why I think it's fun. I'm actually getting hit. So
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it. So
All right, Vigar.
You like being put in your place.
hey, we all gotta get beat up every now and then, man. I was prepared.
Alright, I'm just gonna move right here and cast Magic Missile again.
Oh, you dirty whore.
All right, we've got a 3, a 5, and a 4.
Ooh, nice.
I'm gonna
The one
hit
with the
this
blue.
person with the 3
He's still up.
and the 5
Still up.
and the 4.
He's dead.
And the
So-
four.
So one slams into the side of him, another one slams into his knee, and he's just barely alive still, and he just kind of looks at you like, "I dare ya!" And then you send the last one, sure enough, straight through the mouth and out the back of his head as he crumbles down dead. Zosa, you got one right in your face there.
So I'll go ahead and poison spray him.
All right, go for it.
Does that
Oh
do an area of effect?
no.
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait,
So he does not take the 1 damage.
And a poison juices.
Oh man. Alright, are you just standing there?
Yeah, stand here.
Alright, I figured. Alright, Shadows.
I'm really pissed again. It's like, because I'd realized that they're all swarming Billiam.
Right.
So I'm like, that's in my mind. That's according to the plan. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna switch to my sword, and I'm gonna try to, unload on him now.
Aim for the neck. Aim for the jugular.
That'll do it.
I'm pretty sure you hit the
12
jugular.
damage. Oh, and the unarmed attack hits as well. That's enough to kill him.
You
So
got the jugular.
the sword just comes clean through, just straight as swipes past his chest, and he's like, blood is kind of pouring out, but he's still up there. And then you just take your left hand and just swing back through and just crack his jaw, and it's too much for him. He crumples down, dead, gone, over.
Just gonna
Nice.
I'm just gonna use the moment to prime. I'm not gonna do it in the mic this time. Okay? Or if I do, well, I guess I could, but I'll do it this way. I'm gonna go like this, be like.
On
Love it,
that
love it.
one, roll me a performance check.
I got a negative to that.
Yeah.
I love it though. I'm really good at it.
Whew!
Oh man.
-1! Yeah!
None of these guys give a crap about what you just did. Okay.
That's okay. In Vale's mind, he's not trying to impress his comrades.
Understood.
He's not trying to impress the enemy. He's relishing in the bloodlust now.
All
I
right.
literally rolled a -1.
Nice.
That's fantastic.
It's amazing.
Nice.
It's amazing. It's amazing. All right, Billiam.
Character development, right?
Right. See, that's why I like negative
Uh,
stats. They give fun character elements.
So what I am going to do is I'm going to
Should
move
have made him voice crack.
here
Wait,
to
what?
Should have.
Voice crack.
15. Just so that I don't get engaged by anybody.
Yep.
And I'm going to attack this guy real quick.
The one you're right next to, of course.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure a 7 does not hit.
Plus what?
2 plus 5.
Oh,
is
total of
the
7. Yeah, no, that's not gonna hit.
Yeah, that's not gonna hit. So my horse is gonna be like, well, you're a fucking dumbass guy. We're just gonna go all fucking way. I moved 15. Give me 1 second. I need to scroll up. We'll go up over here. I have that much room to run, so
Awesome.
I'm good.
All right, these guys here. You're fine, man. You're just gonna go there. He's gonna go ahead and throw his spear now too. 17. Does that hit you,
Probably.
Grady?
Oh yeah.
Awesome. 3 damage, 3 piercing damage. And do you have to make any sort of check to remain in the air when you take damage?
It doesn't say so, but if you want to implement that, you can.
We'll do it later. Since it doesn't say, we're gonna go by the rule for now. But I'll probably add something in later. 3 piercing damage. These guys, though, of course, they're going to chase after their now good friend here.
Yeah.
Again, though, only one of them gets close enough. So, 17. Nope, it's a 19 and 6. So,
Nope.
no dice
They
here.
keep trying.
This guy here, though, he has had enough. He is going to go ahead and throw a harpoon at you.
Oh, he doesn't want to fuck with me. And he
Nope.
misses.
When he throws it, though, it does return back to him.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
The rest of them stay there, though. Vigar? Yep, Vigar, your turn. Sorry.
Dude, this has seriously been like an hour and a half long battle itself.
There's 20 of them. What the fuck? Perfect.
I know. Shit.
Damn.
After this battle, I'm going to loot the bodies. And Zikrath. God damn.
Yeah, we'll take a break after this battle for sure.
Jimmy might be able to come on after all.
It all depends on you guys, man. We'll see.
I'm up for playing through the night. I don't have to work tomorrow.
Hey man, it depends on how much content he has. I'll play as long as we need to.
Floating Angel Man, how much time do you need to think?
Floating Angel Man, are you alive?
Yeah. Hold on.
Okay.
Like 2 seconds.
All right.
Okay.
He's probably trying to do
You're
math.
good. Let's go.
You know.
No, I was trying to figure out something, but it's just gonna wait.
If you like, do you have a question for me? I can help you with something.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Firebolt on.
I'll be like right back, guys.
But
Yeah,
doesn't
8 does not hit.
You got sorcery points now though, right? Can he twin that? Or do you have that? I can't remember if we set it up on your sheet.
We did not. No.
All right, I couldn't remember. It's been a week.
Do you know what you can do with any of your sorcery points yet?
No, we didn't touch that.
When we take a break, we should look into that because that's
Okay.
that's the whole point of playing a sorcerer is to use those.
Yeah.
But for now, we'll go ahead and move on. Sosa, your turn. Zosa, rather, your turn. I keep trying to call you like Sammy Sosa.
Sammy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Is this guy damaged?
He is not damaged yet. No. You can change that though if you like.
Go ahead and Eldritch Blast him.
Go for it. Oh yeah, that's gonna hit him. That's your bread and butter right there. That's the one that's doing something for you.
Bread and butter.
All right.
Yeah.
And 6 damage again. I feel like it's been 6 each time too. So yeah, that definitely hits. And it takes his gaze off of Vygar though and over onto you as he's now more frustrated with the fact that you hit him than that there's this floating thing that nobody can hit. Veil of Shadows. Unless, sorry, did you want to move or anything? No. Okay. Veil of Shadows.
Well, he's just gonna have to remain frustrated as I'm gonna take. Damn, what would Veil do?
WWVD.
Yeah, well, I know what he would do.
25 feet of movement if you go up.
It's not what Steve would do, but guess what? He's feeling it. He's gonna engage that and pull out his sword, and then under his breath, he's like, "For Quadju!" If I can move, hell.
Oh, you're on the ruler on accident. There you go.
And I'm gonna use my honorable trusted
Katana.
blade.
Oh yeah. Whew. All right. So both of those do hits. He is still up though. So the katana slices in the back. He slices him in the shoulder because he had turned around already, and then with a knee to the stomach as he's kind of doubled over there. He's feeling it real bad.
I'm just gonna smile with
Don't mind that. I was just.
You're fine, Betty.
Just go smile with those tiger fangs showing.
All right, Billiam, your turn.
Well, I'm gonna attack this little bitch right here that thinks that he wants to attack me.
Go for it.
Does a 15 hit?
15 will indeed hit.
And we will indeed do 10 damage.
10, he is dead. That fool has the side of his head caved on in by your mighty warhammer.
That's right, bitches.
I like it.
Just a question for you.
Yeah.
This over here is water, correct?
The blue line denotes water, so anything to the right of it essentially is actually water.
That's where I'm going.
Okay. And then your steed has a swim speed of 60 feet also, so it's still the same speed while you're in water. Okay.
Yeah, I figured as much.
All right. These guys' turn.
Oh yeah, come back towards me, bitches.
Definitely going back. This guy's gonna come back towards you also. This guy's gonna actually come and see what all the fuss is about over here. But he can't quite get close enough. This guy will go ahead and take a bite attack. 12 does not hit you. And then a claw attack. 15? I don't think that hits you, Steve, does it?
Oh, no. Not this time.
Nothing hits him. Vigar, your turn.
Okay, so is when I leave, when someone takes an attack of opportunity, is that a reaction?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, so I'm going to fly down on the person right next to me, this guy,
Okay.
and I'm going to cast Shocking Grasp. Damn it!
11
you're not.
just misses. Just misses. So you go and you go to reach out and grasp hold of him, but he's too slippery. You weren't, for whatever reason, you didn't realize that they were fish covered in slime stuff. So your hands just kind of like scrape off him as you try and grab hold to cast the spell. Had no effect there.
All right. It also gives me advantage if they're wearing metal armor because it's a lightning attack.
They are not wearing metal
Does
armor.
that count if they're wet?
No.
Worth a shot, though, man.
It is worth a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good question.
So the reason it would be advantage with metal is because the electricity would be attracted to it, because that's a to hit. It's not a damage.
I'd say if they were standing in the water,
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, you'd be running
Right.
a current through it.
Right. But there's nothing extra for you to hit, or nothing that the electricity would be attracted to here. So
Okay.
that's why I'm saying no. Good question, though. It was worth it. Are you done?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
stay down there next to him.
Zosa!
We'll go ahead and Eldritch Blast again.
All right. See if
You're
you
going to
can
be
get rid of
probably
this guy.
saying that a lot. Just saying, welcome to playing a warlock.
Definitely hurt him. But he is still up. Just barely.
And I'll go ahead and move.
All right.
And then that'll be it.
Vale.
Oh, damn. Me again already?
Yeah.
Sheesh. Oh, I think we already
These guys
know
didn't
what
really
I'm
have
gonna
much
do.
of a turn last round, so.
Damn. I think we know what Vale's gonna do.
Go for it. That'll do it. So the katana finds true and cleaves the head straight off of this guy. He's done for. One less fish to worry about.
I'm gonna use the rest. I'm gonna use movement so I can use my bonus action to unarm or
All right.
to cast a flurry of blows at the one over
Okay,
here.
go for it. 2 unarmed strikes. All right, so the 20 hits is that? Oh, you have it to where it just rolls basically for both
Yep.
attacks. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so a total of 10 damage.
Yeah, just gonna cleave
go.
through one, move to the other, and just use my feet to, just to do the pow.
So being the ninja cat that he is, his katana cleaves right through the head of this one fish guy. Without missing a beat, he nimbly runs straight forward, stows his weapon, and 2 strikes straight to the torso of this other guy right here.
This is what we call living life dangerously.
Yeah.
Worth.
Billiam, it's you whenever you're ready.
All right, sorry, talking to the missus.
I saw, you're good.
The tits. So this is what I'm going to do. Can I actually do this? Okay.
Probably.
I want to run through to about right there. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And then I want to keep on going through for my full 60 feet right there, or wherever. Probably right there. actually.
Right. So yes, you
Um,
can split up your movement. You want to basically attack while you're there, and then have
Yes.
the horse
So
disengage, and then
I
move
want
further.
to
Yep.
go to my lance real quick. It's
Okay.
a lance. Hello. And I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to be attacking this ugly mug
Okay.
with a 21 hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right, perfect. So let me get my lances. I'll use my Cheeto dice. It's fucking 7.
7. All right. Hey, that's still good. So 7 points of damage as the lance kind of like grazes off his flesh there.
Okay. And then guys, go engage me over. Nice, lovely spot.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
I push. I think that's 30.
You got a friend. You got a friend. Got a couple friends now.
All right. Attacks on William first. Nope.
Of course.
Nope.
Nope.
Shocker. Attacks on Veil of Shadows. Yup.
Oof.
Oh.
What's that?
3 damage.
I'm just gonna take it, man. The blood's coming off of me, and I'm looking at him, and I'm like, it's a good day to die.
I'm gonna turn around and be like, "Shut up."
Stop saying that. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. All right. That's all the baddies, though. Valyar.
All right, I'm gonna run over here, and I'm gonna do Shocking Grasp again.
All right. Go for it. Oh, you did. Yeah, that'll definitely hit.
Awesome.
All right, shocking
that's
grasp hits 4 damage as just kind of like with the electricity there. Zosa, your turn.
I'm gonna go ahead, cast Toll of the Dead.
Nice.
This guy. So you need to roll a save.
There's this guy right here. You said right.
Yeah.
All right.
Roll low. Roll low.
No. And then the D12 is if they've already taken damage. Is that correct?
Yeah, so if they're missing any health, they take the D12.
All right, so he's actually going to take the 8 there instead of the 6, which is exactly enough. He is dead. As you cast the spell, and this just necrotic energy fills him, and you just watch his life force just leave his body, and he falls crumpled dead.
Everyone also hears the bell toll. So a bell sound fills the air.
Nice.
Or
It's just this
boom, the
eerie
bell
bell
tolls.
sound, and his life force is sucked out. That's fantastic. Awesome. Moving anywhere?
Nice. Like it. Like it, man.
Right there.
Awesome. Nice. Veil of Shadows.
I've been getting hurt. Think I'm going to shoot a bow for a round. I've played the character well, so I'm going to go ahead and take a shot. Yeah, that's the one. Go ahead and do that. I'll calmly switch, and then I'll take another deep breath and let loose a shaft. Shaft. Jokes. There's that 38-year-old maturity coming through, right?
Maturity. What is this word you speak of?
Something I clearly have nothing of.
Right. Who are you hitting? Is it this guy that I'm highlighting?
Trying to, but my macro didn't go off. Let me check.
Quit breaking the game.
Oh, there we
That'll
go.
hit.
Yeah, that's full. That's 11.
And that is certainly enough. So that arrow, you once again, you're filled with bloodlust and rage as you use your katana. But every time you pull out the bow, there's a calming presence comes over you as you're able to find that target true. You've been so well trained. You're so good with this weapon. You just see right off to the side as William's seat moves out of the way. The arrow flies true and goes straight through the eye socket of this creature here. as he, crumbles down, arrow sticking out of his eye, and falls over.
Just gonna be as a free action, I guess, and be like, meow. Well, I mean, I'm right next to Vigar. He called me a kitty. I was like, I might as well get it up.
That's
a little bit.
fantastic. Fantastic. All right, Billiam, it's you.
All right, so you know what I'm doing, my lances. This guy's about to get the full dick of the law. So let's just gallop on up to here real quick. While I'm doing that, I'm going to take a free action and take a shot real quick. And we're going to roll to see if we hit. I take it a natural 20 will hit.
Woo! Go ahead and roll that damage die twice.
Alrighty, so that is a d12, so that is going to be 2 d12s with a +5 added on to it.
Yep.
So let's see here. There's a 5 and a 2, so 12. Fuck. Yeah.
You know, hey, it's okay. 12 points of damage is still good. It's still good. That's still good. So the lance just goes straight through, like embeds itself into his shoulder pretty deep this time. You tell it's definitely a much better hit than last time, but he's staring at you, looking all creepy and stuff.
Well, that was 15 feet of my movement, so we're going to definitely disengage. My guy's come in handy because he's a bastard like that. And we're just going to go back 5, 10, 35 feet, 40 feet back to there. Call it a day. Because I only moved 15. Yeah, I moved 20 up. Because
you're fine. That is all of the people with feet. These guys are going to start moving back. Vagar.
I think Vigar wouldn't pursue in this situation. I think you would count this as a win. And
so you're just
going to
stand there?
Yeah, he's just gonna...
Do me a favor and at least move up, because my guy is a fighter and he is going to pursue the shit out of these guys.
I don't think that's what Vigar would do.
Let Vigar do what he would do on his turn, though. Zoza, your turn.
Saying,
he's gonna move over actually to this and just try and look over and just see if he can learn anything about these people while everyone else is doing their thing.
He pulls out a
perception.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll perception. And what is it you're trying to learn something about? One of your companions or one of these other things?
No, the fish things.
The fish things? Okay. What exactly do you want to learn about them?
Anything I can, honestly, because I'm interested in everything. So, like, where they come from.
Do they have
what they're doing over here?
Okay. So yeah, I mean, obviously, just by studying them, you're not going to know their name or anything. But it seems like they are certainly amphibious sea creatures. They like to stay on the coast, based on the look of them, and honestly, based on having just fought them and kind of what they're wearing, they seem really primitive and like they're raiders more than anything. Raiders of the sea, essentially.
Are they fish?
They are fish-like, certainly.
I'm eating good tonight.
Zosa, yeah.
So, sees them retreat, but he's still angry that the other one bit at him.
Fair enough.
So he's gonna cast Eldritch Blast
Go for it.
on that one there.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
Nice.
Alright, so Eldritch Blast hits this guy, and it actually hits the same spot that lance hit did. So he really feels it, and he's not very happy about it. But he still kind of shrugs it off there. Are you moving or anything? You're staying right there.
I'll stay right here.
Veil of Shadows.
So does it look like they're withdrawing if I use my either my passive wisdom or if I need to make a perception?
I'll
you can
let you go ahead
tell
and make a
they're-
perception check. with your passive, you probably won't. Okay, with that,
Wow.
Yeah, you know they're retreating.
you've seen this sort of thing before. They're definitely retreating. They still want to kill you, but they want to at least get in the water. They know
But
they're
I
kind of
know
useless
as long
here
as-
right now.
Yeah, so as long as we stay away from the water, I know that I'm
Right.
definitely wounded. So
And
I'm just
especially
gonna-
with how these ones in particular have spent this entire battle, you know they don't want to get any closer to you here. They are definitely getting in that water.
are they intelligent, or are they like? I'm trying to figure out. I don't know anything about these creatures.
Roll a history check also real quick, or did you already? No, that was
No, I can roll one.
that was Triton.
Yeah,
That was our Triton here.
I can roll one.
So you don't know anything about these creatures from the past, but based on how you've seen them here, they don't seem like animals. They seem to have some sort of sentience about them.
All right, so I'm just gonna calmly, I realize they're backing off, and I'm just gonna call over to Billiam and be like, "We need to wait for another day. It's not worth trying to pursue them into their natural habitat. The rest of us cannot follow you.
Fuck that shit. I'm doing it.
I can't stop you."
Can't stop him. It's
So
his
I'm
turn.
gonna-
So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna pursue though. I'll
Right, are
hold
you
my
just
action
holding?
because
Okay.
I'm not moving. So if I feel like they try to come inland or attack Billiam, I'll launch an arrow at them.
okay. All right, go
I
ahead and make
already
your
moved my
lance.
guy.
Yep. Go ahead and make your lance attack.
Yep. Lance. The Lance. Hello. Does a 13 hit?
13 just hits. Yes.
Fuck it, I'll take it. Let's try this D12. 9 damage.
All right.
That was all 60 of my movement too, so.
Alrighty, their turn. These two will get into the water here. And this one right here, it does not like you, clearly.
Well, no shit, Sherlock.
And we'll go ahead. He is going to bite attack you for 25 to hit, rather, for
Yeah.
a total of 8 piercing damage.
All right, I'll release my arrow then.
Go ahead. Before he makes his second attack, he gets another attack, but you can go ahead and release your arrow first. And
Wow.
you're probably glad that you did, because he was going to go ahead and attack that horse with his next attack. And the horse has a much lower AC, so could have done something pretty scary for you guys
So
there.
that's
That right there is enough to kill him, though.
all right.
So he bites down into Billiam's leg, and it actually, you're surprised that he was actually strong enough. His jaws were strong enough to do any damage to you there, but he did, and you feel the pain, but you've taken a hit before. It's nothing to you.
Yeah.
As he goes and reaches for his harpoon to jab it, he has no idea that this arrow just comes out of nowhere and goes careening straight through his chest, actually, and out the other side, like it goes all the way into the ocean. And he just stands there for a second and collapses then down dead.
Nice.
Zygar, your turn.
Seeing that Billiam moved up, I will also move up 30 feet. But that's it. That's all I'm doing. I'll just stay here.
Zosa.
Zosa.
Yeah, he's measuring and
He's
thinking.
checking stuff.
I'll go
Measuring.
ahead and Eldritch Blast this guy.
Awesome, go for it. That'll do it. 7 damage. As you blast, he's about to submerge underwater, but he's still got almost all of them above water. He doesn't add anything to his AC yet. He feels this blast hit him in the back, and he just kind of lunges and falls forward and almost like belly flops into the surface in front of him.
and then I'll stay where I am.
Awesome. Veil of Shadows.
I'm still not wanting to pursue them. I will not go into the water. I'm wide enough. Well, not just because I'm a cat, but I am not.
Oh, I was gonna say, oh, the cat won't go in the water.
No, not just.
Okay, let's see.
Dude, I'm a fucking tiger. I can swim. Okay, so but I'm not. But the training in me is telling me that that's a really bad idea. I mean, I will move up to support if necessary. But
Yeah,
again,
pull out your bow and just.
I'm gonna hold my attack action just in case, because if I see one of them attack again, I'm literally Vale is giving them the opportunity to
Gotcha.
get the hell out.
All right, so
If they
your held
don't-
action is if they attack somebody.
If
then
they
you
attack
release.
somebody,
Got
I'm
it.
releasing another arrow. I'm not fucking around. I'm giving them the opportunity. I'm not gonna say anything because words with him do no good. So he's gonna, he's either gonna be like, you get the hint, or you die. I mean, that's really all it is.
Fair enough.
So
You have tried screaming it after killing somebody and they haven't gotten the hit, so.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just gonna be like, I'll hold my action, and if they attack one of my comrades, I'm gonna knock another arrow and let it go. So
All right.
I gotta,
So
I gotta move here.
All right, Billiam, your turn.
All right. So once again, with my lance out, you can see definitely within my range.
Yep.
I am going to scream out, Billiam! With another nat 20. Oh my god.
Ooh, the crits are firing. We got the bad ones out of the
All
way.
right, 2d12, homie.
Oh my god. 2d12 plus 5. Oh my god. 2 more nat 20s. No, I'm kidding. I'm rolling the right dice.
That's not even possible.
I know, right? Let's see here. I rolled a 3 and a 7 plus 5. That's 15.
15. Nice. All right. As he is falling into the water, Billiam comes up and jabs his lance on in, doing a good amount of damage here.
Billiam! Everybody's seen The Knight's Tale, right? Like, this isn't lost on us.
I haven't seen that movie in years, so I am a little lost, but I'm sure I'm enjoying it regardless. So I'm like,
Right
okay.
at the end, he's just like,
William. He shouts his own name. It's a
Okay.
little ridiculous.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
All right, are you moving or?
Yes, so my noble steed is going to be like, well, we did that, let's get the fuck back out of here. So we are going to go back 30 spaces. So back to right there. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
All right.
All right.
Bad dudes.
Are about to be bad. Oh.
They are also underwater right now. Vigar.
That's fine.
Wait, this is the one that I got, right?
Yeah, that's the one I can hit. That's correct.
Awesome. I'll cast Firebolt on him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Underwater, it sizzles out.
So, you cast Firebolt. As soon as it hits the water, it just kind of dissipates.
Woo!
No effect.
I'm great.
Oh. I didn't mean for that to actually happen.
Well, I mean, it's the mechanic.
Yep.
Though. I mean, that's why I was
Yeah.
like, you got to learn.
Yep.
You make mistakes.
Yeah.
That's fine. I have
That's
no
why-
problem with you doing that, but that's exactly
Yeah.
what happens. Would you like to move or anything?
Yeah, I'll move up 30 feet again.
Zosa.
Go ahead. 30. And cast Eldritch Blast on the injured one.
All right. Make a shot with disadvantage.
Oh. Go ahead.
Yeah, roll
Or
it.
do I
Just
just
roll it one more
quickly-
time. Just roll it one more time. It's fine. Okay. And we take the first attack roll or a damage roll though. So 3 damage. You said on the injured one.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, because they're still just underwater, it is able to penetrate the water enough to where it
Phrasing.
did.
Are we still doing phrasing?
Penetration. To where it does indeed do some damage. You can see it writhe underwater there as you hit it.
All right. While Beal's taking his turn, I'm going to go grab.
All right. Any movement?
I already moved 30 feet.
Oh, sorry. All right. Veil of Shadows.
Vale's not.
You ain't doing
he's
shit,
not,
are you?
It's because he's not foolish enough to. He's used a lot of arrows,
I
so
hear
he's
ya.
probably gonna either have to find what he can, take the broken ones, and then try like out of combat to fashion new ones, basically with
Yeah.
whatever we have around.
Fair enough.
Because I've literally launched I think 7 arrows now, and I only had 20. So
Yeah.
I'm just like, this is a waste of my time, and I'll go up to a body and just inspect it, see if there's anything harvestable or useful for me personally. So,
All right. Go ahead. 1 second here. All right, bear with me just a moment. While I'm doing this, Billiam, I'm assuming you're running up and attacking something.
Oh, fuck yeah.
All right, what are you doing?
You know who I'm going after. The one that I can actually hit. The one that's injured.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
So let me just move my character up here real quick. And once again, everybody hears a Billy, and then it shortly goes to.
is it garbled? I was gonna say, is
Yes.
it garbled? Okay.
As I go into the water. So let me my D20. I rolled a natty 1.
All right. Luckily, there's no friends or anything around there for you to hit, but I will say it ends your turn. You don't get to move back or anything.
That's fine. I mean, that was 50.
Yeah, I mean,
anyways.
you were pretty much done anyway, but yeah. So
by the way, this guy is marked as well,
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
just in case.
Yep.
Just in
Nope.
case.
That's good to know. Cool. Thank you. All right. So that is that. Going back to Veil of Shadows real quick. Can you roll me a survival check real quick? Nice.
Not 12. No,
No, it's just a 20
No,
total.
she's a dirty girl. That's how we like it.
Looking over them, you realize, I mean, they are like kind of like fish people, but again, they're watching them fight. They had some sentience to them. They're not just an animal to where you would be filleting a fish and eating it or anything. So it's not like the flesh has any value or desire for anybody. Scales really not either. But
question.
yeah.
Question. Is he attracted to being a cat?
Is he what? Sorry.
Am I what?
Is he attracted to it being a cat?
I mean, I guess that's completely up to him.
Not really, because as soon as he said sentient, I would immediately turn up my nose and be like, "That's not good dinner," you know. So at this point now, I'm just looking at it to see, just so I can see if there's anything on it I can take, or if it has its spear weapon or something. Just like maybe I can salvage the spearhead, anything I can gather. Just because I have nothing other than what I have, so I'm in true cat scavenger form. I'm taking whatever I can use.
Yeah.
That said, looking over the thing, you can tell that, you know what, the head of one of these things is a pretty cool looking trophy. And, the fins, you know fins sometimes are used in alchemy, potions, that sort of thing. So those are the things that if you were to try and take anything from these things, that might be worth something to somebody.
Yeah. And we may need the proof to show to the town person anyway. So I'm thinking 2 stones, or wait, what is the word? 2 birds? Yeah, 2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah.
So I'll take a head and a fin or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Dude, you've seen
go ahead and add it.
Zombieland, right? 1 bird, 2 stones, double tap.
Go ahead and add that to your inventory there. Bad guys' turns. I'm pretty sure we know exactly what they're gonna do.
Yep.
This could get ugly. Just saying.
Yep.
First one.
That's
25
gonna hit.
hits for 6 damage.
Give me 1 second. My character's gonna be floating in a minute. I'm safe.
16 does not hit.
Not hit.
And the second one. Nope.
Nope.
21
Ooh.
for 13 piercing damage.
Fuck.
You still up?
Yeah, barely. I have 4 left.
Alright. That's their turn, though.
4 left.
Zygar.
Oh my god.
Zygar, you can't really see exactly what's going on down there. They're not deep, so that's what she said. They're not that deep though, so you can see like shadows and conflict, but honestly, you would have no idea that he just got hit as bad as he did.
All right. Yeah, I'm not going in there, so I'm gonna back up a little bit actually. I'm not going in the water. Those things. I'm just gonna back up. Keep it in. I am actually gonna cast True Strike, which just gives me advantage on my next round.
Okay. Nice. All right, Zosa.
Well, I guess I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the injured one.
You got it. Disadvantage again still. No dice. It does not hit him. Sadly. You think you probably would have hit him otherwise, but I mean with the water there, it just kind of like dissipates and doesn't really do anything.
To be fair, that's his first miss.
Yeah, that's your
On that
first miss with
spell.
Eldritch Blast. None of
And it had to have
the
disadvantage.
con saves worked for you, but the
Yeah, that's it.
Alright.
All sorts of pew pew lasers, though.
Vale.
Again, Vale's he's not getting in that goddamn water, man. He's be like, but Billiam, you gotta do you, boo. I'm okay with that, but I'm just gonna search the battlefield, see what I can take that's useful, that I can either use to help with arrows or, of worth at that particular point. And
Okay.
then once we get out of initiative, then we can maybe figure a way to rest for a moment.
Yep, and once we're out of initiative, we'll consolidate all that down to like a single survival roll or something to see what all you're able to harvest. Essentially.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine. That's literally, I'm not taking any actions then. I'm just...
Billiam.
Well, I'm gonna run my fat ass back over here. My horse is gonna be using the disengage. Using my my attack real quick before I do that
Okay.
on this guy.
Yeah, go for it.
So I'm gonna hit on basically, like
Oh, okay.
like any terrible father. Because
Sorry, it cut out when you told me your roll. What was it?
1-1.
11?
11.
No dice. Sorry, man.
All right, then I'm just gonna run back, and I'm going to be using my second wind, which will heal
Nice,
1d10.
Yeah. Go ahead. So
Because-
roll a d10 plus 3, right? Because it's plus your
Plus
fighter
three,
level.
Yeah. That's gonna be plus 13.
Oh, wow.
I should
Nice,
roll
nice.
up. So yeah. So plus 1, 3. So I'm back to half health. Woohoo!
All right. These
All
guys'
right.
turn. They are gonna be like here-ish. Rygar doing anything?
Nope.
Zosa. You can just see these like black murky things beneath the water. You got a pretty good instinct though. They're probably a little bit further down than they were last time, and Eldritch Blast might not do anything. What?
As a free action, because I can speak to people that can breathe water.
Yeah.
Can I just yell at them, "Come at me, bitches"?
I think it's only beasts. They're not a beast.
It says,
They speak awkward.
yeah, speak ideas with beasts that
Right.
breathe water. They're not beasts?
No.
Really?
They're sentient.
I mean,
They're sentient.
alright. I'll allow it.
You'll allow it.
Yeah.
Okay, man. Thanks.
I like James. He loves testing the hands of fate here, and I'm just like, all right, I'll let you die. I mean, I'm not I
Like, you're
got.
just already half health. What's the
Yeah.
matter? I mean, it doesn't matter at all, right?
Hey man, I
Right.
respect it. I respect it, but I know how what Vale's thinking right now, and he just be like, all right, well, it was nice knowing
Well,
you,
honestly, his starting to run away probably saved you guys' lives because it split the whole group. Otherwise,
Yeah.
they could just take 2 attacks each on him all freaking day long. You guys are done. Plus, I mean, your AC was, James, your AC, like, knocked out of the park for you guys. And then Zosa out here just getting a pepper Vigar not being able to be hit. Like, it's, you guys played pretty well so far. It's still your turn, though, Zosa.
Yeah, so I've calmed down from like a temper tantrum, being mad that I got attacked. So I'm giving up on attacking them and it's gonna plot
I
down.
say we all disengage in all honesty.
Alright, so at this point, we're back up to Billiam because it seems like you're the only one who was still interested in fighting. What do you decide?
At this point in time, I mean, they're two. They've kind of backed off like little bitches. What I am gonna do is go up to this guy, and I'm gonna start to teabag him with my horse, just taunting those guys to see if they want something, they can come at it. That's what I'm doing.
Is that what you're going to do?
Literally, my horse is going to be teabagging right now.
Alright. Their turn.
Yes.
That's a 14 to hit on your horse. Does that hit?
Nope.
On your
Oh,
horse.
my horse. God damn it, dude. I think it's 13 for his AC. Let me double check.
Let me see.
Okay. I'm pulling it up right now.
Yeah.
It's taking a second to load.
Oh,
I
it's
believe
10,
it is.
bro. It's 13 hit points, 10 AC.
Oh, that's what it is, yeah. AC 10. So, yeah, that'll hit.
10 points of damage. And it needs
so
to
he's
make a
down to
strength
3.
throw. Or not a strength throw, just a strength check. So if you pull up the... Well, you can roll it if you want to. It's going to be a +3.
To what? D20?
Yeah, D20 and +3.
God damn it, dude. If you kill my guy, I'm gonna be so pissed off right
Roll
now.
a D20 and add 3.
I mean, you started it.
Awesome. All right. So as the taunting is happening, Harpoon just lunges out of the water and sticks right in the side of the horse, bleeding. It yells out. Also, I'm gonna need you to make a DC
Me?
10 dex save. Yeah, DC 10 dex save. I believe you would have advantage on this because I'm born to the saddle.
Yeah. So 2d20. This one's a silver
Yeah,
10.
yeah.
12 and 16.
Yeah, you
is
got
what
it.
I rolled.
Okay. So he, you're not bucked off. You're a good rider.
It wouldn't have mattered. I would have landed on my feet anyways.
Yeah. But he's bleeding, and then it gets yanked at. The harpoon gets yanked back, and the horse starts to almost feel pulled, but it just comes right out, and the horse stands his ground. Guy stands his ground there.
Man, I wish I was the level 5 right now because I could have blocked that shit. Oh, God damn it.
We should level 1 because we probably should be dead right now anyway. but
Anybody else
anyway.
doing anything here?
Are they?
Is he
That's
They just
that was their
attacked
turn.
me.
Their turn just ended.
They just attacked me. If you guys do not revenge me, I would be so pissed.
I'm shaking my head. I'm literally shaking my head.
No, that's what
As-
Steve is doing.
Now you
Your
can-
Steve is going to be like,
Now,
So is
just
Vale.
to paint this picture for you, Vale, you can see that one, but he is completely submerged underwater right now.
Fuck me. I'm
no,
not
he's
gonna.
not. He's got to be halfway out to do the harpoon.
To
He
what?
can
Like,
launch
with
it
the
from under the
harpoon.
water.
He can throw a harpoon
disadvantage.
from underwater. Nope. Only at
Yeah.
disadvantage if you don't if you don't have a swim speed.
I'm just gonna call. I'm gonna call the Billiam and be like, let them live. We cannot attack anymore. You're
Yeah.
They
you're
attacked my
no-
guy.
Exactly.
They attacked my guy.
Your noble steed. It
They
is
attacked my
hurt.
guy. My guy is turned. My guy needs some help right now.
Zosa, Vigar,
We can
either of you,
we can make
either of you
we can
attacking
make
or
medicine
just
checks to
staying?
help
No,
him.
I'm just backing up and casting
Okay.
that again in case it come out of the water.
He'll get. I mean, the horse will get its HP back if you guys rest and whatnot.
Yeah, that's
He'll
what I'm
be- he'll
thinking.
be
I've
fine,
got, and I can
but-
make medicine checks too. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just,
But
I just
dude,
know
just
that
do
it's.
one shot. That's all. Like he's almost dead.
Yep. That's why I
I
generally
take
don't
shots,
target the
but-
steed, but it was. I mean, come on, man.
All right, all right, all
Oh,
right.
everybody.
I'm just thinking. I'm like, man, what a waste of an arrow. It's disadvantage, correct?
You're gonna shoot at him?
Apparently, I am being
Okay.
pressured to do so.
Okay.
So yeah.
Dude, I'll buy you a quiver of arrows if you save my ass right here.
Oh man, meow.
Yeah, go
All right.
ahead and make it with disadvantage. That's correct. 11 does not hit.
And I'm just gonna say, God damn it, my arrow. And then I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna put my bow over my back and I'm gonna walk away.
What a dick move. My turn.
Zosa, did you want to do anything? I know Vidkar said he was kind of holding.
I'll go ahead and throw an Eldritch Blast at him.
All right.
Thanks, Doza.
No.
And
That
then
definitely
No
does not
thanks,
hit.
Doza.
I lose interest in this whole thing, so I start leaving.
William, if you're doing anything, here's the time. You just won't let this fight end, bro.
I know, that's what I'm
I'm
thinking.
gonna
I'm
go
just
right
like,
there.
Okay. Alright, they do nothing. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna let him go. Like I was
Yeah, I'm
trying
backing
to.
up.
It's
like,
really, again, it's
15
William
rounds
right
ago.
here. Are you letting him go?
Dude, like I really want to teabag some. But
Hey man,
finish these
there's
fuckers
so
off.
many. There's so
But
many.
There's
dead
so much
bodies
other
around,
stuff
you
to
can-
kill. Alright, I'm
I know,
assuming
I
you
know.
guys all let it go. We
Yeah.
are out of
Oh,
initiative
Let
here
him
now.
go.
My guy just he needed to have his nuts on someone's face. That's all.
I see that.
All right. So real quick here, I know Vale, go ahead and roll me a survival check. Either that or well, that's great.
Ooh,
So
nice.
awesome. How many arrows did you fire?
I fired 8.
9
You
or
fired 8. You found 6
I
that
fired
you
8.
can. You found 6 arrows you can still use.
Well, that's a
Additionally-
Hey, so
plus
that was
then.
just 2 of the arrows that went into the water you just couldn't find.
yeah,
Right.
exactly.
So that was fine.
Additionally,
Then I'm considering myself.
Oh, that's
blessed.
right. You only did
Yeah.
you shoot 2 into the water? Or I thought
Yeah.
And I
only 1.
shot one. I shot one because you said it was
Right.
disadvantage roll.
Right.
Yeah, it
And
was
then you
just
shot
the
one
one.
through someone, and John said it went into the
Oh,
Oh,
water.
that's
I
right.
forgot about
Yeah,
that.
that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah, cool.
that
So
one-
go ahead, still take the 6, and then you, if you wanted to, you will be able to harvest the head and a couple of fins from each of them. There's 12 of these guys.
I'm assuming we just got some kind of bag. Then we can put these in.
I mean, you
I'm
have a
pretty
backpack
sure they
in
just
your
made it
explorer's
a law
pack.
that you're not allowed to go after sharks anymore. But you know, it's whatever.
That you're not allowed to what?
Go after shark fins anymore.
Hey man,
Shark fin soup. Woo, woo. We're gonna sell this shit on the black
world could be
market.
completely legal. Who knows? No.
And then on this
Fuck
other guy,
cats.
because there was one of the other things that was killed there.
Yeah, the one that I killed.
Right,
I'm
right.
definitely looting him.
On that guy, you know,
Anything do I find?
his so if you're looting, if you're looking to loot, you don't find anything valuable on any of them, like gold wise or
No
anything.
gold, no nothing, nothing.
The
I
only
want to
thing with
figure out what I can find about these guys.
the only thing with those
question.
guys that seems valuable would be,
Question
the
real
tail
quick.
looks very exotic, very valuable. So if you were to want to chop off its tail and try and sell that, you might be able to. Grady, I'll get to you in a second. James, what's your question?
Do you see my guy's ball sack prints on that guy's head
Yes.
by chance? Nice.
The important
The
things
important
in
thing.
live James.
Grady, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Oh, what?
Perception.
D20.
Alright. With these guys, they're a little bit different than the other ones. They're definitely scarier looking. The other ones had like some humanoidness to them, right? They had legs. They seemed to kind of communicate. Even these ones right here, they certainly seem sentient and like intelligent beings, but there's some weird monster thing that's just different. You really don't know a ton about them, but there's something different altogether. All right. At this point, let's go ahead and take a break because we just had like a 3-hour-long battle. I'll go ahead and calculate some XP. And
how many heads was there, John? I'll write it. I'm gonna write it down.
12 total.
And what are they? They have two fins apiece or something like that. Or?
Yeah.
I just say one person just holds on to everything. Just divvy it up once we sell it.
Yeah, I mean I wouldn't keep it. I wouldn't do that, but I'm just writing it down in the
party treasurer then, Steve.
Hey, why not?
I mean,
someone's
I just say one person holds on to everything until it divvy it up.
Yeah, you totally just cut out there, bro.
I just say one person holds on to everything.
Yeah, I mean, that's normally the best way to do things, is to have that party treasurer there, and he'll take care of it for you. Everyone gets 412 experience points.
Where do I put that at, John? You did not tell me where to do that at.
Your character sheet.
What are we starting at level 3?
Yeah, so you're at level 3, which means you have 900 right now. Yeah, go ahead and add 412 to that.
12 plus
so
900.
1312 altogether.
1312, yeah.